Well, hey everybody, it's Josh with Retro TV1 Tech, and I am live for something I've never done before. I'm going to try and fix this retro laptop live on stream. That's right, so we'll see if it works. I actually have no idea. I did a little bit of prep work on it just to make sure I could get the hard drives, replaced and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to start with. I think the hard drive is the issue. Hopefully it's simple like that and we can play some games on it. If not, this may be a very interesting video, so we shall see. But I did not do anything other than just a little prep work ahead of time. So we're going to see if we can get this retro laptop to work. But first I want to say hi to everybody, and then I'm going to change over to the other camera on the other side of my room here so that I can show the repair process. So let's see who's in the chat right now. We've got Micro Adventures, Noel, DMB David, Dan, Marie, 2000 Dan LB, Dan P, Plymouth Rock, Dave D, Chad Ferrand, Grogu, Max, DNA Family, let's see here, Susan, Mr. Master, and then again I was saying hi, it's KJ. Again, I see 2000 Dan will be one of our good retro buddies in the chat. Super awesome. So Dan, hopefully I do better on this one than I did with the Commodore. Luckily you were able to fix the Commodore, but hopefully I do better on this one. Maybe since I'm more familiar with PCs, we'll see what happens. But anyway, it'll be fun either way. KJ, Susan Bridges, Jay Mercedes, Joseph, Green Giant, Cade, Karen, Roger, Retro Randy. How's it going? Joey's World, Monica, Maltese fan. That's a cool name. Hey, Daredevil Nate. We had a Maltese for a long time. I got this. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. I am looking forward to it for sure. I just hope that I don't crash out the stream or anything here, and I can transition it between the two cameras. So yeah, oh, thanks, Joey's World. I appreciate it. Well, hey, if I get this working, we're going to play some games with this, and I'll show you my trick for getting the joystick to work. I've actually, it's hard to get joysticks working on this laptop, and I have a rare little card that goes in there to hook up the joystick. It's a little adapter card, and anyway, the driver doesn't like Windows, and Windows doesn't like the driver, but I've tricked it into making it work several times, so we'll see if I can do it again. But anyway, let's see who else is in the chat here. I think I said hi to Joseph, Cade, Green Giant. Let's see. Monica is here. Let's see. I think I said hi to you too. Who else is in here? Sean Rogers is here. Welcome in. So yeah. And Matthew, I think I said hi to. Yep. How's everything? Hey there, chat. Absolutely. So just make sure you don't get sprayed in the face by a water jet. Yeah, I'll be good there. If I get sprayed in the face by anything, it would be something electronic like, whatever is with the electrolytic whatever it is in the capacitors. I always forget the name of it, electrolytic gel or whatever it is in there, which would not be good to get shot with that for sure, or battery acid, but that won't be a problem either. This laptop does have a dead battery because it's like a laptop from like 1993 or something. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's a laptop I believe from 96 or so, 96 or 97, because it was right after Windows 97 but before 98. Let's see. KJ says, so happy to see another retro stream. I love Resort TV 1, but these streams are fun too. Awesome, KJ. Very, very cool. All right. Hey, Paul Lamhut, how are you? So we have 75 people in the chat, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and get my other stream started on the other side of the room, and then I will get this one paused and get ready to go. So we'll be back with you here in just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and mute this microphone so we don't get we don't get a double signal here. So because we don't want an echo. So be right back. It was Gia's first laptop when she came to the U.S. Oh wait, really? So you know this laptop? That's really cool. And I actually have two of these. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Hey, Dad. All right, be right back. Amazing Toshiba Tecra 500 CDT. I actually have another one of them, and I'll pull that up here in just a second. I bought it more actually not for the So I actually bought it not for the computer itself. I actually bought it for this docking station. These docks are really rare. And the main reason I bought the docking station was actually because of this game port that's on the back here. The 15-pin connector right here allows a joystick connection because I couldn't get the focus. There we go. So I couldn't get the joystick to work on these laptops, and half the fun of playing these old games is having a joystick. It's hard to play some of the games on the keyboard. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But I saw this on eBay. It was really cheap, and it came with the laptop. And I was like, you know, and it said the laptop didn't work, but I already had one that did work. So I was kind of like, well, let's just try this and see what happens. So 100 people, yay. You like the music? Yeah, it's Anders Inger Jensen, great retro composer. So anyway, real quick, I'll show you what it does when I turn it on, so you can kind of see what we're dealing with here, and then we'll kind of, and then we'll move on with the repair process. And I may have to adjust the exposure and all that kind of stuff to make this work. But let's see what we got here. Turn on the power. All right. So hey everybody, you should update this to a Tron view. Oh, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, we're going to go in the grid. All right, so you can see down here, we are getting power. We've got the power LEDs, and that's the battery charge light, but of course it's not actually charging the battery, even though that would be nice. I looked up some batteries for these things, and they're like 75 bucks because they're all pretty rare. All right, so here we go. Hey, Blue Polo, how's it going? Dave D, Dad's here. We did go to church and then came home and stayed in the pool. Nice. Very cool. All right, let's see what happens when I turn this thing on here. Okay. There it goes. Oopsie. Trying to zoom in out so you can see it better. Okay. So we already know about this. This is a bad CMOS battery, or CMOS battery. We already know that's a problem. But I think, but my other one gets past this okay. I can get a new battery for this. I haven't done that yet. That's not super crucial, but I think I'd have to reinforce my backpack to carry it. Yeah, they're so thick. They're so thick. I did a comparison when I first got these with a newer Toshiba laptop or even a MacBook and this. So anyway, let me hit F1 to keep going here. All right, now the screen's a little messed up on the sides, but it's not too bad. Okay, you can even do a text mode stretch on this. Check this out. It'll stretch the text to fill the screen, which is nice. But I'll keep it compressed because it's it's a little easier to read that way, I think. But anyway, so everything else looks good. Let's see, floppy drive is set to go first, but I don't have the floppy plugged in right now. The floppy, by the way, is actually over here, and I don't think this floppy drive works from what I tested it when I first got it. But it's actually external floppy. This is kind of cool. It's an external floppy, but it also goes into this little spot where the CD is. So you can change out the CD player and the floppy there. And that's actually not a DVD. It's actually a CD-ROM. So that's kind of cool. So let's see what else we get here. That's not Gia's version. This one had raised keys. Her keys had lower profile. Okay, cool. Hello, Quitagoli. Yeah, isn't this cool? All right, what's the resolution of the screen? I believe it goes up to 1024 by 768, but I think it's most of the time was set on 800 by 600. And you can see it has 64 megs of RAM up here. It's a 65, but it's actually 64 when you go into megs and all the multiplication that goes into making that work. All right, so we're going to exit without saving because I didn't change anything. And I think this is where we stop. Let's see what happens here. All right. Okay, here it goes. Okay, it's going to do its memory test, which is cool. So my other one actually only has 32 megs of RAM. This one has 65 or 64. Can you believe how far it's come now with people having 32 gigs of RAM? Literally 1,000 times that amount. Okay, so let's see what happens now. I'm absolutely loving doing this. Oh. Well, that didn't happen before. This may be a really quick fix. Literally, okay. I booted this before and it did not boot. Wait a minute. So yeah, I've got 32 gigs of RAM on my computer. Well, that's weird. I did not know that was going to start. It's not supposed to start. Wow. Okay. Well, I think what happened, believe it or not, I took this out I fixed it. It's over. All right. Well, I still have some stuff I can do with it because I do still want to install. I do still want to install compact flash here on the computer. So I'm going to do that anyway. But okay, apparently Scott was the previous owner of this computer. Poor Scott. Sorry, Scott. I'm not trying to out you here because I had no idea this was actually going to start. So my plan. Sorry about that. I'm hitting the camera. What I did to actually get ready for this video was I took the hard drive out just to make sure it would be able to be changed. And I think by taking the hard drive out, putting it back in, I must have reseated it. It must have come loose because it was not working. It said bad hard disk controller is what it was telling me. It was telling me that it had a bad hard disk controller. So we're going to cancel out of this because I don't know Scott's password, of course. And we'll go from there. Hi, buddy.
Hello, I would just like to say goodnight to Dad.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Good night.
Good night. They can't see you right now, but you said good night?
Yeah. Nice laptop.
Thanks, bud. It works. I fixed it already. I didn't mean to.
How'd you fix it?
Well, apparently when I took the hard drive in and out earlier to make sure that it was ready for the video replacement, I must have reseated it enough that it was fixed.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool, huh?
Whoa.
So I may go ahead and swap it out anyway.
I thought this whole thing was like a giant thing. Ooh, do you press OK or something?
Yeah, I can press OK. All right, so Windows has updated your clock. Does it know what time it is? It probably doesn't know what time it is. Oh, it's December 1989. That's perfect.
Ha ha ha.
That's perfect. This computer was
so cool.
This computer was made way after that, but it's probably when the battery or something is on there. So yeah, all right. Well, we won't worry about updating the time because I'm not going to keep those time settings. Everybody's saying goodnight to Liam. Any jokes tonight? Liam fixed it. Yep.
Ooh, I have a joke.
What, buddy?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the box top.
The what?
The box top.
I love the Bach top.
The laptop.
Oh, like Bach top.
Yeah.
That's pretty creative, buddy.
A Bach phone. No wait. A Bach vision.
I love it.
What do you call a chicken watching TV? What do you call a chicken's favorite TV? A Bach vision.
I love that.
Like television, but it's a Bach
vision. A Bach vision, because chickens make the Bach noise. That's cool, buddy.
In the show.
That is super cool.
Because I saw this chicken show.
I love that.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the laptop store.
Love you, buddy.
No, wait. To get to the Bach top store.
You want to say, here, you can step on this side of the camera and you can say goodnight to everybody. Well, there you go. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Guess what?
What?
I got 3 stickers. We read 3 books of 3 stickers.
You did great, buddy. Yep, I read
Jack and Annie.
Not too close, buddy.
We read a big book. I don't know what that book's called. Skylanders, I think. And also, we read Elephant Piggy.
That's right.
Favorite.
Yep, you and Dad read Elephant Piggy just a few minutes ago.
Another joke.
Yep. Okay, last one.
Why did the chicken, what happened when the chicken, why did the chicken ring the doorbell?
Why?
Because, he needed to get his Bach top.
Okay, buddy, good job. Good night.
I have a joke.
Okay, what's your joke, dear?
Wait, Mom has a joke for
Okay,
us.
all the jokes, guys.
What is Fozzie Bear's favorite Star Wars character?
I don't know.
What?
Luke Skywalker Waka.
Oh, Luke Skywalker Waka. That's great. That's great, dear.
Speaking of Luke Skywalker,
That's pretty awesome.
I'll show you what I got at the Eagle store.
Oh, okay.
Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
And there's a button that makes it glow.
Yeah, he got a Luke Skywalker toy at this gift shop we did a video for the other channel.
He can light up his lightsaber.
That's awesome, buddy. I love you. Good night. All right. So Liam's having a great time here. Everybody's got jokes. I love it. So yeah, well, this video's over. Just kidding. That's so funny. It literally did not work the first time I turned it on. I'm not even kidding. It did not work the first time I turned it on. Wonder what games are on here before I swap out this hard drive. I'll keep the hard drive, obviously. And I lost the mouse. There it is. Let's see what games are on this thing. All right, it has Office on it. Has Corel Word Perfect. Has all these different Microsoft programs on it. Like, what Word version is this? It's actually a pretty well set up laptop. He was being chased by Colonel Sanders. I thought this was a close set. Yeah, me too, Sean. No, just kidding. Okay, so this is Microsoft. I bet it's 97, maybe? Let's see. Ooh, no, this is 2000. This thing's pretty well updated. Wow. I guess, like I said, it did not work the first time. I guess what happened was the laptop probably, or the hard drive, I probably reseated it when I put it back in. Maybe it came loose in shipping. All right. So this looks like it was just a business computer, which is probably pretty typical for these. They were pretty expensive, so except for Kazaa. Or Kazaa, you could download all kinds of stuff on Kazaa, you know, all kinds of different movies and MP3s and stuff. Not really legally, but that was a thing that happened. So, Liam for president, but after Josh, thanks. Oh my goodness. What did the chicken do when it came to the door? It winged the bell. Yeah, let's see what stuff they forgot to delete. I got to be careful. I don't want to show anything inappropriate or anything like that, just in case there's something bad on here. But America Online, come on now. That's pretty cool. It's almost impossible to get rid of the those little more pattern on there. There we go. But it's, you have to kind of go at an angle. All right, accessories. Well, first of all, before I upgrade this, and I am going to upgrade it to compact flash because I wanted to do at least one of these, and I have the other one that's already working. So let's see what the sound sounds like here. All right, that's a newer version of Windows Media Player too, I think, than what I have on that other computer. All right, so Cairo video, interesting. I probably shouldn't play that. It looks like probably a chiropractor. Maybe he was a chiropractor. That's interesting. Okay. I wonder. We got Win95 on here. Scan disk. Let's see what else is on here. Samsung. Huh. It was a Samsung CD driver that loaded earlier. I bet this is a chiropractor's laptop. All right, let's see if I can find. I want to find a MIDI file. We've got the Microsoft sound, and we heard the sound earlier. I just thought maybe there was a MIDI file on here somewhere. I want Canyon.mid. It's my favorite media. It's my favorite MIDI file. It doesn't look like it's on here though. All right. Well, anyway, we'll have to play with it in a little bit. Okay. Well, I'll just try and play one of these other sounds again. So the Microsoft sound is this one. Everybody knows that. Yep. So the sound works, which is cool. I haven't tried the MIDI yet, but all that stuff works. Let's see if the DOS prompt works. Okay. It's just so funny. I guess I should have tried to turn it on, but I just thought, no way, it just fixed itself. So the DOS prompt works okay. All right, cool. See, I'll keep this and I'll take a look at it later, just to see what all else is on here. Because like I said, I want to be careful just in case some private files or something on there. So everything good there. Yeah, awesome. All right. Cool. Fun times. You forgot about Kazaa. Yeah. Can we set up CompuServe? I know, right? I need to hook it to the network and get all that stuff going. I'm just looking at the chat again. You'd think they would have wiped the hard drive. A lot of people did not. In fact, my other one, here, let me pull this one up here real quick. I'll pull my other computer up. I have the same computer. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't need to get two of them, but I wanted the docking station for the joystick. So, nice thing is I need to get a null modem cable so I can play, Leo and I can play two-player games on it. So here is the other one. So there you go. You can see Mickey and Minnie on the bed over there. All right. They're hanging out. Okay, so same laptop. So it's the same laptop. But this one, and if you've seen my video that I already did on this one belonged to a Nike executive, I think, or a worker for Nike. So they're exact same computer. I don't have this one plugged in, and obviously it doesn't work on batteries. But anyway, the reason I went ahead and got this out is because I don't think this floppy drive works, and so I'll have to use that to upgrade it. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade, and we'll play some games. But I'm going to put this computer aside for now, and I'll have the floppy drive ready just in case this other one doesn't work. Because earlier when I worked with this computer, I actually I actually had to get the floppy drive out and boot to a DOS disk to get it to do anything. So I'm just kind of surprised that it worked. All right. So you can get and interconnect the two. I can get a cable and interconnect the two. Is there a modem involved with this one for connecting the internet? Yes, both of these have a modems on them, actually. Here, let me turn this one around real quick. Let me see if I can show you the back of it real quick. Backside of laptop. Does this one have it? No. Okay, this one doesn't have a modem. The other one has a modem right here. So that must have been just a different option for it. I know that's kind of dark back there, but you get the point. This is the printer port. This is the network, or this is the dock interconnect. This is the serial port, VGA cable back there, and then all your sound ports back there. So, yeah, but so they do have modems. At least the other one did. The other one had an Ethernet card installed in it also. But this one's got more RAM, so go figure. I wonder what the processor is on this one, actually. Let's check the process. But yeah, you can interconnect the two using... Let's go to control panel. You can interconnect the two using a null modem cable, which will basically let the computers act like they are... basically like they're connected to a very primitive network. It just says Pentium. Supposed to have a 75 megahertz processor, but I don't know. I'd have to get like a program like CPU ID or something to check the speed. I don't think there's another way to check the speed. Let's see. Does anybody know? Is there a way to check the megahertz of the processor actual clock speed? I don't think so. All these advanced settings and stuff. There weren't as many options here. It used to be they'd show you all the settings and stuff on there. But anyway, all right. I don't think there's any other way to do that without downloading a program somehow off the internet. Okay. I think I had an old laptop. Sometimes Device Manager. Yeah, you're right. Let's try Device Manager. Let's try the Device Manager. I was just curious if it's a 75 megahertz machine like the other one is. Let's see. Under System Devices, I guess. Nope. Direct Memory Access Controller, System Board BIOS, Programmable Interrupt Controller. I don't think this is the PCI bridge. I don't think that's going to be it. So all that stuff is, yeah, it's all plug and play, numeric data. That's like a math coprocessor thing, which is weird. Oh, that was for what's other devices? What's not working here? Oh, the card services. Interesting. That's not set up. Must not have the right driver or something. So yeah, I guess that's not a thing. Chips and Tech is the name of the thing there. So the good news is I don't have to do anything to this other than just add the compact flash, which will make it much, much more reliable. So yeah, anyway. It didn't have a processor section. Yep. Check your clock, speed, and multiply in the BIOS. Oh yeah, I might be able to do that, Sherry. Good call. Right-click taskbar. I don't think right-click taskbar will show that. I could be wrong. Properties? No, it's just taskbar stuff. Yeah, so modern versions of Windows have a lot more options when you look at the task manager and the task view and stuff. It could be in the BIOS, but now that I've reset it, there's I have to go into, let's see, Toshiba, I think, programs to get to the BIOS and check it. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that, but let me see here. It's under accessories. Yeah, see, they may not even have, it looks like the Windows has been reinstalled on this because it doesn't have all the Toshiba services on it, which would include, Toshiba didn't have a way to get to the BIOS, believe it or not, without running a program, unless you unplug it. So, all right, well, I'll check it when I restart it. I am going to preserve this hard drive so that I can go back and look at it a little bit more later. But yeah, right-click on my computer. You think that'll work? I can try it. Okay, right-click my computer. We can try that. I don't know if it works in this version or not. No, it still just brings us to that same screen where it just shows Pentium. So, okay. Anyway, it's crazy how much it's advanced, I know for sure. Open Task Manager. Okay. How do I get Task Manager in this system? Let's see. I'll just go into the Start menu because unless it's not, oops. I just did the find. Let's see. I don't think Task Manager... Oh, can I just Control-Alt-Delete to that? Maybe. Let me see. Control-Alt-Delete. All right. This is just close programs. Does this have a task manager? Or is it under like accessories or something? Let's see. I don't know that this has a task manager the same way that everything else does. We have very different definitions for accessories. Hey, Tasha. Floppy with tweak UI. That's what I have to do. I'll have to do that. Or I could just look it up probably. But yeah, when I control alt delete, that happens. So it just has literally, so I think that's the task manager for Windows 95. I think that's all you get. So I'd have to actually install a program or look in the BIOS. So yeah, because there's scheduled tasks and stuff. I wonder if there's anything under advanced. Okay, there's probably some way to do it. I'd have without installing another program, but it's all good. I think it's 75 megahertz, but we know how much RAM it has. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. What's under settings? Task bar. Control, but no. Okay, we already did all that. All right, we're going to shut it down. Actually, before we do, I want to see if this floppy drive's any good. I think I can do a hot plug on this floppy drive over here. Let's see. All right. So what happens with this is you pull this little lever back on this, and you just go ahead and plug it right in here. Maybe it's upside down. Let's see. Nope, just a little tight, I guess. There we go. Just had to get the right angle on it. Okay, so let's see if this floppy drive works or not before I shut this down, because I will need that. Actually using a Windows 98 SE boot disk here, an old one. Let's see, system tools, accessories, then system tools. Okay, we'll try that. Thanks, guys. Some people have 64 gigs. That's what I was thinking. Or start run taskmanager.exe. That might work. Here, hold on just a second. Let's try that real quick. We're going to go to, yeah, I think this was a chiropractor's computer. Okay, system tools. Nope. Disk defrag, drive space, scan disk. Okay, I don't think there's a task manager on there, but we'll try it here. Task here. / Windows / task ngr.exe. Not a thing. Okay, so yeah, that's the task manager. Not a thing. Let me try it without putting the Windows part in there. Task mgr.exe. Nope. Yeah, so they don't have that on here. That happened apparently after Windows 95. All right, so the last thing I want to do is check the disk and see if the disk works. It's kind of cool. You can plug in the, at least I think you can plug in the drive. I'll restart it if I can't, but I've got another version of it. Here we go. The screen is definitely hard to see. So let's see if the floppy works. Nothing. Okay. So I'm going to restart one more time and see if we can get the floppy to work with the reboot. And then we'll go from there. About Windows 95 would work? I don't think so, unfortunately. I think I'll have to do a program. Yeah, so we're not getting anything. Okay, drive A is not accessible. So I think this disk drive is no good. I'm going to check something really quick. I wonder if it's not in the enclosure well enough. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's do. I'll shut this down so we don't mess it up. All right. And I'm going to restart it. I'm going to see if we can get this floppy to work. Maybe I can get into a BIOS if I push F1 or delete or something. I don't know. All right. You could fix your back while playing Oregon Trail. That's right. Yeah, they didn't need that much RAM. Oh, sysinfo. That might be a good one to try once we reboot. I wonder if this one has sysinfo. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna play around with some of these buttons here. See if I can get the BIOS to run. I'm pushing all the buttons. It's gonna get mad at me here in a second. I don't know. Nope. No, you have to actually run the BIOS program from a from a thing called setup Toshiba or something. Something like that. All right. Hey, everybody. Let's see if this disk... Oh, you know what? I just rebooted it with the disk and the drive, so I think that's a bad sign that the floppy is not working. It might not be all the way in there. Try one more thing here. I'm going to try and inject it from here. I think it's not all the way in there. Oh, there was something that just, like a little piece of plastic that just fell out there. You guys didn't see that? So this has got an interface that kind of locks into the back of this little compartment here. And so I think it wasn't seated all the way. So let's see if we can get that to work. It seems to have clicked into place better this time. All right, let me cancel out of Mr. Scott's account here. Sorry, Scott, we don't know your password. I love that sound. What's WinVIER? I don't think, or WinVER? I don't think it has that either. Hi, Noelle. Jen S. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but it's just fun to play around with these machines. And since, you know, I didn't even think it was going to work, I may have to get the other floppy drive in here. I don't really want to mess with that too much. That wasn't the subject of the video, and that certainly won't be very entertaining to watch me try and fix the floppy drive. I could try and plug it in where the CD is, but I really need the CD to work. I will miss the old hard drive noise, but my other one has that. Yep, nope. This floppy's got some kind of an issue. And the fact that a piece of plastic broke off when I opened it up was not, it's not making me feel very good about the whole situation. We're drinking tea while watching the stream. Awesome. Put it in the laptop port. Yeah, I could do that. I could pop it out of here and put it in there. But I'm not going to do that right now because I know that this works. Let's see if the CD works actually real quick. That's one thing. So here, I'll kind of, let me zoom out and I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. Oh, it is zoomed out. All right. So I'm going to put this compact flash to IDE adapter in there. And then I'm going to put this compact flash card in there. 16 gigs, way more than it has now, of storage. And this is basically a compact flash card like you'd put in a digital camera, which is pretty cool, but they have an IDE interface the same as a hard drive. So I had all this ready. I had boot disks, I burned a Windows 95 CD, all the things. So I was ready to go. But I even had the drivers on I even burned the drivers to the CD. So let's see if the CD drive actually works on this thing. Let me back it out here so you can see it. All right. Well, that's not a good sign. Well, the CD's broken too. That's fun. It's actually, is it even like trying to read it? I may have to do the little paperclip eject thing. Nope, drive is not ready. So it is definitely. All right. Let me see if I can do the old. I've got a SIM card tool I can do on this thing. So we still have stuff to fix here. Yes, Windows works, but it's not. This thing's not quite working the way we want it to. So here, I got one of these little SIM card tools here. Let's see if I can just pop it out. Maybe there's a disc stuck in there. I may need a whole paper clip though. We'll see. So what you have here a lot of times is you have these. Oh, I guess I need a whole paper clip. You have these discs, these CD drives that get stuck sometimes. My other one was stuck actually too when I got it. I think they get stuck when they're in transit. Let's see if I have a paper clip over here somewhere. If not, I'll come back to that. I don't use paper clips that much. Except for apparently to... oh, here's one. I think I know why I have that paper clip out there. That was the last time I had to open one of these drives. All right. So let me see if I can... I should probably turn it off, but I guess it's already not working anyway, so... That's frustrating. Nothing on that one. I may have to take that out. All right. Well, so we kind of know what's not working. We know none of the external drives are working. The good news is I have another computer, so I can get it working without all... I won't need those drives once I put the compact flash in there. So I think this is a good reason to install compact flash on this, because otherwise I have no way to interface with this machine at all. So yeah, cool. Unplug the floppy. It could be messing with you. It could be. You're right, Paul. Let me try that. The floppy is unplugged now, but this CD drive does not seem to be getting power or anything. So I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to take the, let's try one more thing. I'm going to take the CD out of the, shut it down. I'm going to take the CD out of the port here, mess with it and give it be a little bit rougher with it. Hey, Mom. See what happens here. All right. It's time to bust out the Coke. It's where it gets real. All right, so what I can do here is, I'm just going to go ahead and unplug it. Then I can go into the BIOS again now that everything will be reset. So I should be able to release this hard drive from here. See, look over here. This is broken. Look at that. See, it's cracked here. I know there's a shadow there, but it's cracked and broken here, which means that's probably been broken in transit. I don't even know if I can get that out of there. Well, like I said, there's no... it's not why I got this machine for sure, but I'm glad I at least have one that really does work. But I am going to have to have a way to boot it, and I'm going to have a way to get the CD in there if I want this to work. I mean, technically I could install it in the other computer, but let's see. Okay, there we go. Now that's moving. I think what I need to do is get this little doohickey. There's a doohickey on top here. I think what I need to do is get this to come out, maybe. And then it will push out the drive. Yeah, see, everything's jammed up. This has been dropped or handled very roughly at some point in its poor little life. And it is just hanging on by a thread here. So when I push this, I'll show you a little closer. When I push this, it's supposed to come out. I need a little better light in here. I'll turn the... Yeah, you can see all right. I don't have very good lighting in this room. I need like a studio light or something. But either way, when I push this here, it should be working, and it's not. It should be coming out. So let me show you what that's supposed to do on my other laptop. See, that's why I have this other one here. All right. So, here, let me get this out. So this is the one that kind of works a little better. Let me take my Coke over here so I don't spill it. The water bottle's not going to be a problem, but I'm moving it anyway. All right. So here you go. You see, I'm reading the chat on my cell phone over here. We're all low tech. All right. So how this works, or how this is supposed to work. Let me see if I can turn the flash on for a second. I don't know how to do it on this app or torch. There we go. Okay. All right. That's going to kill the battery, but that's all right. So how you take these out is you basically just push this, which pops out. Then you push this, which comes out right here. And then I believe I have both hands on here. Yep. Okay. So if I unlock this and push this way, it should pop right out of there. Famous last words, right? Let's see. This one's in a lot better shape than that other one. But clearly, it's not going to come easily. In just a second. I just want to get a better look at it. It's supposed to just push it right out of there. There it goes. I just don't want to push it too hard. So you use this as a lever to push this out. And there it comes. So the CD drive is good on that one. So for whatever reason, the other computer, the CD drive is no good on it. So I'm going to have to get really, really creative to get that drive working. So anyway, but that's how that's supposed to happen. And then it's got the same interface in the back for the little portable module back here. So that's how it's supposed to work. The bad news is I can't plug them both in at the same time. That's going to be fun. Looks like it's time for a screwdriver and laptop dissection. Yep, it may be that time. So I think, let me put this, I'm going to put this aside for right now because I know this is a working CD drive that I may need to use. And I'm just going to put this computer aside for right now because it is working and I don't want to break it. All right, so what's going to happen is I need to get this CD drive out of here so we can get this computer working again. And for this little tab right here is stuck. So I may be able to pull it out with a screwdriver, but it looks like it's just stuck inside. So it depends on how far I want to dissect this today. But either way, I'll tell you what I'll do to begin with. So none of that stuff is going to work right there. I know that if I plug in the CD drive and the floppy using this other enclosure, I know it'll work. But I need them both plugged in at the same time, because this is an older system and you cannot boot from a CD, I don't think. So anyway, sometimes I just need three hands. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Let's see how everybody's doing in the chat. Hey, Candace. Hey, Chris. Check for a retaining screw. Yeah, there aren't any retaining screws. It comes out on, and I know you made that comment a little while ago. I was just getting caught up with the chat. By the way, speaking of here, there is the modem. I found it on this one. It was on the other side. But yeah, so anyway, this is super fun. So here's the hard drive I'm going to replace down here on the bottom. And I can dissect it further if I need to. But I was just planning on doing this. And there you go. So this is the hard drive. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out while we're in here, because might as well just get that going here. And we'll go from there, because otherwise, like I said, I have no way of interfacing with this computer at all. So this kind of all fell out. Toshiba 1.26 gigabyte hard disk pack. That's kind of cool. Do not install or remove while the computer's hard drive is on. Fun. All right, so let me see if I can... I'm going to at least put the compact flash in, and then I guess we'll see if we can get this CD to come out. And I think I may be able to take off some of these screws and figure out why this thing is stuck. It's just really, I think it has a lot to do with this being broken on this part here. So we shall see. But let's at least trade out the disc here real quick, and we'll go from there. Here, let me move this so you can see what I'm actually doing here. This is kind of fun. There we go. All right, so this is basically a special hard disk caddy to hold a hard drive into place, and it's got a proprietary connector on the back, so I have to use it. So, but I can take the old hard drive out of it. So this is what I checked earlier, and it must have come apart in here, because when I put it back together, it worked, and it hadn't before. It said bad HDC, which I assume meant hard disk controller. So that's kind of interesting. All right. See what everybody's saying in the chat here. Perfect. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing well, Kathy. What a monster of a drive, TreeGuard says. Yeah, I know, right? 1.26 gigawatts. Oh, wait, that's a different thing. Anyway, so all this comes out ever so gently. I'll be honest with you, this seems a little bit janky. I love that it's got this little like hook on it right here. But here's basically what we need to do. I'm going to very gently take off this little cover. And then the drive is inside this little caddy here. I mean, it's just literally like really extra. Like, I don't understand why they put all this in here. My other laptop I have, literally the drive just slides right in. You would think this would make the drive a lot hotter, but I guess these drives probably didn't have a lot of problems with overheating and things. But so anyway, so this is pretty simple. There's the drive. And there you can see, what is it? It is just says Toshiba, I guess, on it. Let's see what that says. Yeah, it's just a Toshiba drive. I thought maybe it was like Western Digital or Seagate or something, but it's not. Okay, so I have to take this little proprietary connector off of it to hook that, this little ribbon connector, to hook that into the compact flash. And that was what I was planning to do. But unfortunately, looks like we're going to be doing a little bit more. The weird thing is, we're doing more than what I thought. Oh, look here too. It doesn't even use all the pins. There's some pins that are kind of sticking out there. So, but anyway, if I can get this out. Almost got it. There we go. Okay. So that, oh, I see. So those pins are kind of extra over there. That's interesting. So now I just have to use this to hook onto the compact flash. And this little compact flash adapter that I've got here, super fun. They still sell these on Amazon. And the cool thing about this is, I'm only going to put one in for right now, but you can actually put You can see there's the slave side, which is the and the master side. And it may seem like strange terminology and, you know, kind of inappropriate at this point anyway, but that's the way computers work. So you've got master and slave back here, and you have to have a master in to get the slave one to work. So, but anyway, I'm only going to put it in the one side here. So, yeah. All right. The laptop is being extra. I know, it really is. I'm curious, can I share this out? Oh yeah, no, you can share it out for sure. I appreciate that. So here's the compact flash. You can put 16 gigs on this, and they have much bigger ones, but anyway, so you just slide that right in there. Look at that. This fits right in there. Now this is the same interface as the back of the hard drive. And so that's just a regular standard IDE laptop interface, and I just hook that into here, and everything should line up perfectly and make that work just nicely. Now the question is, we've got to make sure we get this on here correctly. So the pins have to be correct. Let me see here. It looks like, if I look at that a little closer there, okay, it looks like one of the pins is out on the bottom there. Yep. Okay, so I think then it goes this way. And what I have to actually end up doing is pushing it kind of hard to make one of these pins slide back in the compact flash adapter, which is what I did last time to make it work. Yep, that's how it works. Or did I end up having to pull it? I can't remember. Either way, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I just had to be a little extra there. All right, now I do have to make sure that's correct. You can see the pin in the bottom there, that the power goes in that way. So I'm going to look on the back of this drive to make sure I'm good here. Okay, so as you can see right here, you can kind of see there's a pin missing right there on the bottom. There it is right there. If you can see, let me get real close. Can everybody see that? There's a pin missing right there. And there's going to be a pin missing right here. So I do have that correct then, because that works. That's the top. All right. So yay. That's the circuit board side. So we're doing that the correct way then. Because these adapters, if you don't do it right, you're basically sending power to something that doesn't need power. So the good news is, if I did it wrong, I haven't killed the computer. I've just killed this compact flash adapter and compact flash card, which is not as irreplaceable as the rest of the computer itself. So anyway, that feels like it's nice and snug on there, and we'll give that a shot. All right. I hope they renamed it on newer computers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely, like I said, you know, if you said that now, I'd be like, ooh, why are you saying that? But that's really what it was called. Didn't know you could swap the hard drive like that. It's really cool. I shared this out to my son. He's into computers. Very cool. Hey, Robert, I think Windows 95 will only take a max 32 gig, so you can't go big on this laptop. Yep, that's why I went with, actually, I think it's only 16 gig, which is why I went with the 16 gig on here. So anyway, so that's the laptop, or that's the hard drive ready to go. And all I have to do is just put that back in the this cute little enclosure here. I'm trying to do it in front of the camera. It just kind of folds right in here, like that. So, I don't know why you want foil on this, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a computer engineer. All right, and then this goes, let's see. Yeah, okay. This goes this way. It really doesn't hold itself together all that well. All right. Yes, and so then all the holes line up right here. Yep, everything lines up right there. Then I just put the little bracket on the top of it, and it should just go right back together. It is kind of interesting how that ribbon cable is just kind of forced in there like that. All right, so there we go. All right. Yeah, there's literally nothing holding it together except for these two screws on top. It's just a little janky, but hey, It works. All right. So, I'm the worst in the world, by the way, with screws. I was like, where did I put the screws? They're right there. You need one of those cool little magnetic strips. All right. So what we're going to do this time to verify that this compact flash works, I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Like before I just go disassembling the whole computer to force the CD out and all that kind of crazy stuff, I am actually, you know what? I don't even need to do that. I can do that in a bit. I think for this video, it'll be more interesting if I don't force that out of there right now. So here's the plan. Let's put this in here. And I'm going to put the floppy in there so that I can actually get this thing to start. And we'll go from here. By the way, with that flashlight, is that easier to see for you guys with the flashlight on or off? Let me know. All right, I've got this tripod here I have to keep moving around. Okay, so... Oh, I have this backwards. Hold on. Please hold. I knew I was going to do that wrong. The little metal, this thing needs to go on top. All right, let me just flip that around there real quick. So... This would be something I would do even if nobody was watching. So, but especially if somebody's watching, I'm going to have to mess it up at least a couple times. All right. So, it seems to help with it on. Tripod says, leave me out of it. All right. I sent it to 15 of my followers. Great. Foil, do you have your chainmail on? Do you have to pray? I know. Isn't it weird? There's just foil around this drive. Like, that's just how it was built. It seems like, I guess, protective, but also like a way to keep in heat that maybe you don't want in there. All right, let me flip this around the other way. So this little adapter just needs to go around the other way. This whole thing is just really janky. Like I said, my other laptop, when I did this, it was just in there. You just basically just slid that compact flash adapter right back into the unit, and it just worked. So that was kind of interesting. All right, now we're good. Okay, so let me put this guy back on the top. I don't think it matters which way that goes. And we're all set. There we go. Now we got it back together the right way. Dad's in the chat. He's been working on a lot of old Lionel train stuff and trying to get some of that to work. It's fun to tinker with things. I like the trains too, but I really like to tinker with the computers. Always have. So, especially Windows 95, Windows 98. Like, that's when I was really growing up, and I remember a lot of those. Windows 3.1 too, but don't remember that one quite as much. All right. There. Now, I should be able to get this in here. Again, thank you for watching. I don't know how entertaining this is, but it's at least kind of fun to see if we can get things, oops, without breaking the camera here. It is kind of fun to see if we can get things to work when we do these things together. And we know that if we put this hard drive back in, it'll still work, so that's kind of nice. All right, so all I have to do is just slide that in there. There we go. Okay, it's in there. And then this little this janky little plastic piece here. Let's see, it shows it goes this way down. Yep. Okay. So is it this way, or I think it's this way? There we go. So that little bracket just kind of holds it in place there. And then you put this cover on it, and voila. It's back. There we go. Okay. And there's a little switch on the side here that I was kind of having to kind of manipulate as we go. So my plan here is to hook up the floppy, put the DOS boot disk in there, run fdisk, get it ready, put the system on it, transfer system files to it so we can at least start it, and then we'll see if we can get Windows 95 to install on there. So let me get Windows 95 out of the way here for a second, and let's see if we can get this thing to do something with that new disk in there. All right. So sorry I'm not checking the chat as much as I normally would, but I do want to see what we can do to get this working. So I know this drive, oops, there went my power cord. I know this drive doesn't work. So I'm going to bring over, actually I'm just going to put that down on the floor so I know by my other computer, so I know that does not work. This drive does work. And I'm sure if I mess with it longer, it'll probably work. But again, that's a much longer process than what I want to do in this video. I want to get some games on for you guys. All right, so let's plug this guy in right here. Voila. We'll plug it back into the wall once we get everything set here. And where did my Windows boot disk go? Did I sit on top of it? Nope. Let's see here. All right. It looks brand new. I know, it's a really nice looking computer for sure. Here we go. All right. Hi.
Hi, sorry to bother you.
What's up?
What'd you do with the TV remote?
I believe it's on the desk somewhere. We were playing Switch over there.
Okay.
Playing Switch with everybody earlier. Oh, I know where I put that disc. It's in the other drive. Who figured that out first? Did you guys figure that out? It was in the bad drive because I'd already put it in there. All right, so I'm going to put this boot disk in here. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to turn the light off. Perfect. Okay, there we go. I used to have a Windows 3.1 computer. I used to play Rayman on it. Oh, I love that. Hey, Teresa. The foil is probably to block electrical interference. That's probably true, Dan. Not a big difference with the light. Okay. All the bits would be upside down. This reminds me of a lot of things, Diego says. He had no Wi-Fi on that. No, the laptop does not have Wi-Fi. Nope, nope, nope. I didn't hide the remote from Steph on purpose, at least. All right, so we have the good... I'm glad I have two of these computers. That makes it a lot easier. That's why Dan is way more experienced at troubleshooting on Commodores than I am. Anyway, but he had the extra system. He had a known working system that he was able to check everything with, and that helped a lot. So having a second system here really helps. So anyway, all right, let me turn this on, and we should be able to get it to boot to Windows 95, so that should help. We'll see what happens here. And I should at least be able to... I'll go into the BIOS too here real quick while it boots. I should at least be able to... Oh, wait. The CD drive's getting power now. That's weird. The CD drive light did flash. You saw it too. Okay, well the floppy is doing floppy things. Oh, it's not going to go to BIOS because I charged the battery enough. It's got some memory there. So it's starting Windows 98 now on this little floppy disk. Okay. We're going to try and start the computer with CD-ROM support and see if the CD-ROM will do something. Anything. Look at that old Oak Technology CD driver. Okay. See if I can turn the exposure down just a little bit. There it goes. So that disk drive we already know works. It works on my other computer just fine. All right. It claims to say that drive D is the CD. Now, I believe the C drive will be no good, right? Okay. Wow. It did find it, though, so that's cool. Hopefully I didn't just lock the system up. We'll give it a second here. It is 16 gig. The floppy is flopping. It sure is. Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that. The compact flash, it just works. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna F-disk and format that here real quick. And let me go into the A drive here. Hopefully all those commands are on there. I think they are. Yep. F-disk. Okay, do you want to enable large disk support? Yes, of course I do. Okay, let's create DOS partition. Create primary DOS partition. I don't know why, but F-disk makes me happy. It's just such a simple little program, and it is so necessary to get computers to work. To get the older computers to work, and it was something mysterious, the first couple times we did it. So, can you guys see that at all? It just looks really bright. That's better. There we go. Okay, so here we go. All right, current. Oh, it already exists. That's weird. I didn't do that before, but fine. Okay, somehow it just was already there. That's cool. Oh, I think somebody else had already made that. Maybe that's what it is. I think I had to clear it before. All right, so that's fine. So all we need to do then is format it. Let's make sure it's active. It's already active. Cool. All right, so let's get out of here. Sorry if I'm too loud. I'm too close to the camera. All right, so we're going to just format C. All right, and that's not going to take very long because it's flash media, which is it's kind of funny to use flash media on this old of a computer. And now it's going to verify it. 16 gigs. There we go. Oh, it can definitely run Doom. Yes, yes, yes. Rodrigo, it definitely runs Doom. I will put Doom on it before the stream is over. BIOS equals basic input-output system. Yes. The dock doesn't have a second connector for the external CD. Oh, it might. That's a great point. Let me see real quick on that. The dock might. I didn't even think of that. See, this is why I love doing these things on a live stream. I would have never thought of that. It does no. So the dock has 2 sides of PCMCIA slots. It's got a parallel port, VGA, game port, serial. It doesn't appear to have any external drive connections. I'll look at it again. Hold on just a second. No, it doesn't appear to have any external drive connections on it that I can see anywhere. Interesting. All right, look at that here in a minute. I don't think I'm going to need it, actually. I don't think I'm going to need both drives. Okay. Volume label. It's going to be Retro TV 1. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right, C drive. Now there shouldn't be anything there, but at least it is good. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put, well, let's see. First of all, let's see if the D drive does anything. Oh. Not ready, reading drive D. Abort. So the CD was getting power. Let me zoom out again. It actually flashed the light on the front of the CD here, but no good. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hook the other CD into this little enclosure here because I know this little enclosure works. I should be able to boot it. But first I want to see if I can boot this computer. See, this is janky, but it's going to work. First I want to see if I can boot this computer. I'm just basically doing the video I was planning to do anyway, even though it worked. Even though it worked the first time. So I'm going to add the system files to this, and we're going to do sys C. We're going to copy system files to C. Now it doesn't matter that I'm doing Windows 98 and I'm going to go to 95. That really doesn't matter. That actually might matter. Now that I think of it, that means I do have a Windows 95 disk here. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to format C again. This time I can do /Q. Let me wipe off C real quick. And I'll do a Windows 98 or 95 system disk here. It really shouldn't matter, but it kind of makes me nervous. So let's do a quick format there. '98 has more drivers. It does, but this system, and I actually do have 98. This system just, I think, is old enough that it would probably chug a little bit on 98. So I want to do the original system that's on it. Are you saying you've installed an SSD on that laptop? I sure did, basically. Not really an SSD, but I used this little compact flash IDE adapter to install compact flash on there. So it's basically SSD, kind of. Format C/U. I can't remember what U does. Okay. So, I'm in teach mode. I love it. Thanks, Robert. What is format C/U? Okay. Well, Rodrigo, thank you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. All right. So, unconditional. Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. So, I'm going to switch over this Windows 95 boot disk just to make sure I have the right system on there. Let me do directory. Okay, it should have, yeah, it should have. Okay, so I'm just going to run command.com here. And what that'll do is that'll load Windows 95. And now Windows 95 is in the system memory here. There we go. All right, so, oh, interesting. It didn't like that. All right, let's just restart. We're going to boot into Windows 95 now that we got fdisk done. It probably doesn't matter, but it just makes me feel better, and then I'll install the CD, and I should be able to make this work. It doesn't ask if you're sure. Oh, that's cool. Not Windows Me. Nope, not this time. Yeah, format C/S puts the system in there. Yep. I don't know why. I just like to do it separately. All right. I'm going to boot this from Windows 95 just to make sure we're good since I'm installing Windows 95. And I'll transfer the system, and then I'm going to boot it straight away, and we should be good. There we go. All right. So now we're in Windows 95. Now let's just do a sys-c. Compact flash card is more than fast enough to be used as a drive for one of these old machines. Everything else on the machine will be slower than what the drive is capable of. Absolutely, yeah, exactly. And the only reason I'm using compact flash is not as much about, there we go. It's not as much about actually being able to have it faster. It's more about having it be more reliable than an old drive, have a little bit more space, and be able to easily swap files back and forth between the computers. Well, I say easily. It's not that easy to get out, but it's easy enough. All right, let's see if these files are on C now. All right, C's got Command Com on there, plus it's probably got some hidden files on there too, which we don't need to worry about. So C should be bootable by itself once the storage calculates there. It takes a while for the operating system to calculate 16 gigabytes there. All right, cool. So I am going to eject the floppy from this drive here, and we are going to restart the system, and it should just boot to the compact flash now. Here we go. Let's see what it does. I didn't technically install anything, but I installed the DOS part of Windows, which is all I really need for right now. Let's just see if it does. Yep, unconditional. That's pretty cool. Hey, Dr. Gonzo. All right. And I'm not the world's biggest expert on all this. I just remember a lot of things. We'll see what happens. Oh, fun. Did you see the little Windows splash screen there? It somehow had that Windows 95 splash screen in there, which is kind of cool. So yeah, okay, so it's booted to the compact flash, no problem. That's funny. All I have like is that file and the little hidden file. So we're good now. So this will boot by itself. So I don't need the floppy anymore. So let's turn this off. We'll install the CD drive, the working CD in there. The only thing I'm thinking that might be a problem is the two CDs might conflict. Hopefully because the one isn't working. Hopefully it won't conflict. Well, if it does, then I guess we'll just have to take it apart and play around with it that way. All right, so next step is to, here, let me go to wide angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. Bam. All right. So next step is to remove this little guy from his enclosure here. And basically there is there's a little ejector switch back here. So you have to kind of pull this thing out and push the ejector switch, and it just kind of pops out after a little encouragement. There we go. All right, I just knocked it right back in there. No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. So this is kind of cool. The modular design on these is really kind of neat. There we go. I have to push that to get it to release. So that's the floppy drive that works, and I can trade it right out for the CD that works. And eventually I won't really need either one of these drives, but I do know at least I have one working CD, so I need to be careful with it. I have another Toshiba laptop, which is really, really cool, but it's a lot newer. And it actually, there we go. I got it snapped in there. It actually has USB on it. This one's too old to have USB on it. I could probably put like a PCMCIA USB drive in there, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so now I have a CD drive in here. We will see what happens. Let's see what everybody's saying in the chat. 3-finger salute. Yeah, we'll put the second CD on E. That's what I was thinking, Robert. So if it does that, then that's fine. Need CD driver in DOS unless it boots CD. Kind of doubt it due to age. Oh, you're right. Nope, you're right. I need to add the CD driver. Okay, so what I actually need to do is add the auto exec bat and the CD driver in there from the Windows CD. Okay. Well, let's do that real quick from the Windows boot disk. Yep, you're right. No, it's not going to boot. There's no option in the BIOS to boot from CD. So, okay. Just kidding. Let's put the floppy back in there. This is like the king of janky right here. I'm just trying to avoid like having to disassemble the whole computer, but like I can do it, but I'm afraid I'll break it worse. And also, it's going to make this really, really long. All right, so let's put the floppy back in. I'll transfer the CD drivers over from the Windows 98 install, because they should work just fine on Windows 95. All right, so here we go. Good call. Yeah, auto exec bat and yeah, and config sys. So I'll need the auto exec bat, config sys, and go from there. Yeah, Ray, Windows 95 was before USB. That is absolutely correct. And there is a way, there are drivers. Windows 95C, I believe, had drivers for USB on them. So here, let me turn the exposure down a little bit. Sometimes the wide angle lens does tend to show the monitors a little bit better, even though it's a little soft. All right, so put the floppy in there. Let's go, not S, A. All right, so I should be able to copy. Let's copy auto exec .bat to C. I'm going to copy oak cd-rom.sys to C. Copy mscdx to C. That's another one of those CD file. Whoops, I'm sorry. Copy mscdx to C. File cannot be copied under itself. Sorry. All right, copy config.sys to C. I believe it's going to need himem.sys too. Copy him. I could probably just copy all of it, but I don't want everything over there. I don't think it needs all of it. Am I missing anything that needs to be on there? Okay. Cool. I think I got it. All right. Let's see what config sys says. Start computer with CD-ROM support, blah blah. There's the menu color, all that stuff. Isn't that cool to see that? Yeah, that's kind of nasty there. Let me put the other camera back on. That's better. It's got more banding on it, but it's still like it's a little clearer with less noise. All right. Yeah, himem.sys. You took something comp TIA A+ in college. Wow. It needs the device.cd-rom sys. Yep, exactly. Yeah, so device, there it is right there. Device equals himem, and then device equals oak CD-ROM. That was the generic CD-ROM driver that Microsoft always used in these boot disks. So everything should be good now. So everything's on C. Command com's on C. And even though these Windows versions are different, they're compatible, so we should be fine. All right, cool. Ejecting floppy. I love how you can just turn off the computer in DOS mode. It's kind of so simple. Back to a simpler time. All right, so now I'm going to do what I just did. Install that CD, and we'll see if we can get the CD-ROM drive to work. So here we go. Ejecting the floppy drive. Getting the CD. I don't know. This is fun to me. Like, just tinkering like this is fun. If you're a normal Resort TV 1 viewer and you're like, what are we doing? Like, you know, I appreciate you being here just to support me, even if you're not a fan of all this computer stuff. All right. So, fingers crossed, everybody. Let's see if it actually boots up in this. It should do it because I've got everything on the hard drive now. Can we install updated drivers? I had Dell in tech support. He told me to install more drivers. Yep, I'm so totally going to do that. I don't think the external caddy would run the CD drive, even if it fits physically. Thought it had to be in the laptop. You know what? I don't know. That's a great question. You don't have to click start to shut down. I know, right? You can just shut it down. Let's see what happens now. Ah, here we go. Support the, okay, start the computer with IDE CD-ROM support. Look at that, though. It says 95 startup menu. That's kind of cool. All right, here we go. All right, so there's 95. It's starting it. It should go to, okay, good. So, I'm not confident that it did it right. Let's see. If not, we may have to just disassemble this and see if we can get it to work. Okay, so this does have power. I'm going to put the CD in and see if it'll do something. Fingers crossed, people. Yep, I'm going to run setup.exe if I can. Another thing I can do, honestly, the shortcut I may pull is I may literally just put this compact flash in my modern PC and copy all the files over so I don't have to worry about like trying to make the CD work. And I'll just copy my games folder over and we'll just have a great time. So, but anyway, it's doing something. Look, it's trying. Okay. All right, here we go. D drive. All right. Let's see if it'll actually read it. Nope. Fail. It failed. All right, so nope. I think you're right, Dr. Gonzo. I think it has to be in the computer, which means that even though it fits in the enclosure, it has to be in the computer and it's stuck, which means I'm going to have to take it apart. Womp womp. I tried. All right. So next step is to take the compact flash out of this thing, put it in the modern PC, copy the stuff over, and we'll just set up Windows 95. It'll take way less time than disassembling this entire thing. Cool, cool. Yeah, the abort, retry, fail. Oh, try E. Yeah. Thanks. Let's try E. Okay. Invalid drive. Let me try something really quick, actually. Okay, let's try MSCDX. Okay. Can I try... /L equals MSCDX. I don't know the thing. I'm just going to try LE. How did they put it? I don't remember the syntax on this. Anybody remember that? MSCDX/D equals MSCD01. I wonder if... Okay, here, let's try something real quick. MSCDX/D MSCD002 /LE. Maybe I might have to actually edit the config, the sys file. MS, okay, what is it? /D is the driver. Okay, let me see here. I know I still have the internal drive connected. I can't get it out. It's stuck. So that would require disassembly of the whole thing, I think, because this is cracked right here. So I'm trying to avoid that because I think that's going to take a long time. Thought maybe I could hack it to make it see that second drive, but it does not want to see it. What about E with the backslash? E backslash? Nah, it's an invalid drive. MSCDX / what /E? Expanded memory not present. Okay. Let's see. MSCDX / what /K? I don't know what all these things mean. I can't ever remember. MSCDX. See, I'm trying to see if I can get it to do MSCD001. Because I'm wondering if it's MSCD002 and then /L, the letter E colon, maybe? No, it didn't like that. So, all right. Yes, there's an eject lever. So the eject lever for this CD is broken. So here, let me show you guys that again. If you're just joining us, this is the whole thing that we've done here. This is the eject lever. It's not on the bottom. There's two things I have to push. This right here, which is broken, and this right here, which is also broken. So this, and I was showing that I have another machine just like this. You push this, it's supposed to pop out and force the CD out, but it doesn't work. It's just stuck inside there. And when I push this, it's supposed to pop out. Doesn't work. So I don't know. It's probably a spring or something that's broken inside, and it's just not going to happen. So I thought I could maybe force this drive open with the old paperclip trick, but even that didn't work. It's really in there. So, yeah, I got the paperclip in there. The other one it worked on. No dice on this one. Yep, sorry about that. No worries. Okay, for example, in config.sys on the hard drive, you'll see lines device equals C, all that. Disable it, yeah. Oh yeah, you can do the REM and stuff. You can see if you could change it in the BIOS. Yeah, I don't know about that. There wasn't anything about the CD in the BIOS, I don't think. So, yeah, no worries. You may have to reboot and enter the BIOS to identify all the drives that are working. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. All right. I think, and I don't have the program to enter the BIOS. This BIOS is really weird. You can't just use a letter to do it. You have to actually, like, You have to use a program to get into it. So I've got a couple options here. Let's see, the easiest option might be to go ahead and just look at the BIOS real quick. So let's do that. And then we'll go from there. In just a second, friends. All right. So, and the way we're going to look at the BIOS is we're going to take, dropping that cord. We're going to take the battery out because it doesn't work anyway, really, that much. So all we have to do is just pull this back, slide this down, and we're going to remove this battery because this is the only thing really keeping that going right now at this point. So, let me see here. I got to figure out how to get the battery out. Oh, maybe it's like this or something. There it goes. Okay. If you ever have to, not that you'd ever have to do this, but you can see there's like two little tabs here you have to pull up. All right. Look at that. An old laptop battery that doesn't work at all anymore. At least you can see what the part number is on it. If I never needed to get another one. 3600 milliamp hours. PA2490U. That's the part number. All right, so let me put this handy dandy little thing on here, and then we should be able to get back in the BIOS and check this out. This is an adventure, guys. We're going to figure this out. If I have to, I'll take the compact flash back out, and I'll just put Windows 95 on it manually, and we'll figure out how to get this monstrosity out of here at some point. But you can see this is broken. It looks like it was either damaged beforehand or damaged in shipping. This is supposed to come all the way... Oop, I almost got it. This is supposed to come all the way over here, which is cool. But this is supposed to come out, and it doesn't. So something inside of there is stuck. Yeah, the whole drive feel... Oh, you know what? I can see it right now. You can see it right now. Look at this. This is supposed to be flush. It's pushed way too far back in there. It's jammed in there. That's what it is. So look, here's what's happened. This got hit here with something, and it got jammed back in there way too far. You can feel that it's gone in too far. That's why it's not coming out. Yep. That's called disassembly, which I'm not going to do right now. But what I am going to do is see if we can get the BIOS to do something useful for us. We might also be able to see the processor then. So for the BIOS setup program, I'd have to fire up the floppy on my desktop computer to get that to get the BIOS setup program on there. I put it on the CD. I did not think to put it on a floppy. So all right, so let's see what everybody's saying here. The paperclip trick is supposed to work. Yeah, it is like jammed in there. Hey Safari 360, how are you? Yeah, so I tried the pinhole thing, and it just didn't work. So yeah, anyway. My sister is the very person of whom this joke. She was very upset because the teacup holder on her computer drive broke. Oh my goodness, the teacup holder. That's so funny. Yep. Yeah, I know the cup holder. Those cup holders always break, don't they, on the computers? I'm telling you. The cup holders are always breaking. Would it make any difference if you had the drive connected to the dock and the laptop connected to the dock? So there's no way to connect there's no way to connect a drive to the dock, unfortunately. Hold down the escape key while the Tecra laptop begins booting. Wait for check system. Oh, really? I should have done a Google search. Wait for the check system message to appear. Let go of the escape key and press F1. Okay, cool. Yeah, I tried all the pushing. I tried all the buttons. This BIOS is weird, but that escape thing I think might work. But anyway, here, I'll try the escape thing this time. All right. I think it should do it anyway because it's got no battery anymore. All right. I'm enjoying the daylights out of this. That's awesome, Robert. How about a really small... Oh, see... How about a really small flathead screwdriver? There we go. Check system. Okay. A really small flathead screwdriver. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I may have to do that too. But let's try this first. Let's see if we can get the BIOS here. There we go. Okay, we're in the BIOS. That is unnecessarily hard to get to. And there are two screens to this. So let's see. Let me zoom in so you guys can see too. Sorry, my tripod is fighting with my... there we go. Tripod is fighting with my table. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I have this kind of sideways on purpose. All right. So it does not show anything about... It shows the hard disk, which is actually now compact flash. It doesn't show anything about the CPU. It just shows the memory. Okay, I don't care about the battery save mode. What about... No, I don't want to exit. Hold on. Well, let me see what boot priority brings up. Let's see. Let's see here. Come on. Boot priority. Let's see. Oh, it's literally like floppy disk, hard drive, floppy disk. That's it. Pointing devices. Okay, so let's change pages by using page down. Okay. VGA segment, serial, built-in, modem, sound enabled. Oh wow, it shows all the like IRQs and stuff for the sound. That's pretty cool. You can set that here. PCI bus, IRQ not used. I wonder why the PCI bus doesn't have an IRQ. Weird. Okay. Internal hard drive, primary IDE, internal selectable bay. Let's look at this here real quick. It's a secondary IDE. That's correct. Okay. What if you know what? Let's try this. Let's try internal selectable bay not used because it's broken right now. Let's try that. All right, we're going to end, save changes, and exit. What do you guys think? Might work. Might work. All right, so here we go. Save changes and exit. So we'll see if that we can disable that internal bay. Just suffering with a cold at the moment, Adam says. Oh, boot priority is what you needed to go to. Plug in the CD drive and then get back to. Yeah, unfortunately, boot priority doesn't work because it only lets me select between floppy and hard drive. So let's try that. Boot priority will work with the CD, but I need to plug it in. It is plugged in, though. The CD's plugged in. Unfortunately, it's plugged in. It's just not detecting it right here. So it's plugged into the external outlet. I may have to jimmy the CD out of here. We'll see. I think the easier thing to do would be to just take compact flash out and copy it over from the Windows 10 PC. Just copy it over. Anyway, all right. Oh, hello. Oh, I timed out, didn't I? All right, let's see if it actually does it. No device driver found. No valid CD-ROM or device driver selected. Weird. Weird. Device equals oakcdrom.sys. Huh. So the oakcdrom.sys is telling me that it didn't find it. Let's try it one more time. Yep, it's not finding it. All right. I think what it was somebody in the chat earlier said that these CDs don't work on the external bay. I think that's true. I don't think the CDs work in the external bay. Unfortunately, I can't see what it's doing here because of Windows 95. Yeah, okay. So that's not going to work. Even though if you can see the CD drive has power. So it opens, has power, everything's good. But it's not going to work. All right, I'm just going to take my disk out there because that's not going to do anything. So we might try. Tell you what, let's try it. We'll try messing with the CD drive a little bit later. For now, we'll put the floppy back. Yeah, so you can see it's like trying to read it, but nothing's happening. So for now, let's actually take out the compact flash, put Windows 95 on it, and we'll load it up. All right, here we go. That'll be the easiest thing to do. And then I'll maybe grab a screwdriver and see if I can jimmy this thing out of here. I'm curious about something, though. Josh was curious. What is this little cover here? Okay, so that's for the, that little cover is for the PCMCIA slots there. It's like, oh, okay, that's not going to help me. I just wondered if that is on there. I want to break it. I just wondered if that was anything I could get to there, but nope. I wonder if I could, like, jimmy this switch out of here somehow. Yeah, I think it's best just to take it apart because after I do all this, because I just don't want to break something by, I don't want to break something just by, something literally, okay. This switch in the front is literally just losing pieces of plastic as we speak. I just don't want to break it any worse than it already is. All right, so let's take the compact flash out, unplug, of course. We'll just let that fall. Okay, and we will get Windows 95 on it, and we'll get it installed, and it will be good to go. Kind of funny, because originally, actually, the system was working, and I made it not work, although I could make it work again pretty easily by putting the original hard drive back in it. But it is weird that the CDs and things don't work, so let's see how much we can do on that here in a minute. Okay, years ago I set up Mac for a Windows user, left it at her house working. The next day she called for service because the foot pedal was not turning the computer on. This is back when the Mac power switch was on the keyboard. Oh, wow. Yeah, not in the caddy. This is interesting and also fun. Awesome. Those flaps were so hard to open back in the day. It's hammer time. No magic smoke yet, I know, right? All right, so let's do this, and I'll switch you back over to my main modern PC here real quick. All right, so the good news is that I actually got the compact flash to work pretty easily, which I didn't think that would be a problem. I thought this would be the easiest fix ever. Famous last words. Anytime you're dealing with computers, they're going to be extra. But I am very curious about why that CD is so jammed in there. It would be great to get that to work. So maybe that's the next project after we get Windows installed on this compact flash. But I would like to see it actually work. So, all right. So here, I've never seen a drive caddy like this. I know Dan was saying earlier that he thought that it was because the drive caddy was there to protect from electronic interference, which actually is a good point because these are magnetic. They used to be. This is not a magnetic drive now, but these used to be magnetic drives. So I'm wondering if that was the motivation behind there. So now I don't have to take all this part apart, the little adapter. All I have to really do, and I could plug it in there without putting it in that big caddy, but it wouldn't be solid, and that would just be too janky. So I'm going to take that out and put it in my modern computer. So let me switch you guys over to the laptop here, or to the main computer. This makes me think about how many legacy things at Disney are still running on Windows 95, 98, or 2000. That is true. There are a lot of things running on 95, 98, or 2000. All right, let me turn. I'm going to turn the stream on the computer over there. We'll transfer you over to the desktop, and we'll see you over there. I'll show you the adapter I use to transfer compact flash over to the modern computer through USB. Be right back. Okay. Whoopsie. All right, let me just show you all that again that I just showed you. Okay, I forgot to unmute myself because I muted it so you wouldn't have double audio. Let's talk about that again. Sorry. All right. So this is the compact flash adapter that goes in over there. All right. So anyway, I'm not going to do that again, but you can see where it goes in this little adapter. There's like SD card slots in here, micro SD and everything else, all the things. Sorry about that. I forgot to hit the button. Too many buttons. But anyway, all right. So I'm gonna copy Windows 95 to this, and then it'll just be there, and then I can just set it up. I'm not going to show you my desktop because I'm just worried that there might be something personal on there. I don't want to accidentally show you a password or something. Jason said, love the C64 repair. I must be very good at the silent game. I'm great at it when I mute myself. All right, so anyone named Mike in the chat? We need a mic check. Mic check. Mic check. All right, so let me see if I can. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this over here real quick. And like I said, I'm nervous to show the desktop. So, but I do have. Not like I have anything weird here, but I just like, what if I show a password or somebody's address or a name or something? It would just be really bad. Okay, so I have a whole Windows 95 B folder with all the drivers and everything I need, and I'm just gonna copy. I'm gonna open up the compact flash as a separate drive here. I'll narrate what I'm doing so you actually can at least be aware of it. And then let's see, where is it? USB drive. Is it? No? I gotta find it. Where is it? Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. Okay, what's really cool about this is here. Actually, maybe I can show you here. Maybe I can show you just the window capture. Let me do a window capture of just that thing. That way, I don't have to show you my whole desktop. File Explorer. Give me just a second. Okay. Window Explorer Retro TV 1. There we go. Okay, now you can see it. Check that out. All right, look, it's over my head. All right, so you can kind of see what the coolest thing is here is you can see this is all the things that were on the other computers. So because the file systems are compatible, this is FAT32, it's something that both computers can read, which is super, super cool. And so if I go back, let's see, if I go over to the, let's see, if I go over to, you can see all my cool folders here, nothing really that exciting there. Let me actually add one more thing in here, and I'll show you my Windows system setup here. And I'm just going to copy it all over to this. So let me add one more window in here. I'll just change it over. So I want the window to be Windows 95B. There you go. All right. So what I have here is a Windows 95B install. There you go. And I'm just going to hit copy. And then I'll copy it over to the other one. Look, you can see it. And I can still maintain privacy and all that. Okay. There we go. All right, now we copy. You probably won't see the copy process, but all right, let's see. There it goes. All right. Here, do you want to see it? You can see it. Let me see if I can make that work. Let's see. No, I won't show it. That's not a window. So, all right. Anyway, you can see the things coming in on the screen there. Let me make this a little bit smaller. All right, now let me pull up the chat again. So, all right, so it's copying. As it copies, we'll wait here. Isn't that cool? All right, so yeah. I know 1, 2, 3, 4 is not much of a process. The mic is janky too. I know, right? This is actually a nice mic. It's a Blue Yeti. But yeah, I know we're kidding. You will get a CCleaner load if you put the CF in the adapter in the machine with the good CD. Then do the load over there. Okay. I think I've got it this way. We'll see. You know what? I wonder if we can do like a... what would be a Windows 95 tool I can load onto this compact flash to get... I'm trying to think. A Windows 95 tool I can load onto compact flash to get... to check the CPU. Let me go do a real quick Google search. Okay. All right. Google... Why did it go mobile? I don't want mobile Google. That was weird. Okay, so let me go to I'm going to go to Windows 95 System Info Information Utility. There we go. How about that? Oh, CPU-Z. Yeah, that's what. Okay. I think CPU-Z was a good one. Or CPU ID. Let's see. Windows 90. Anyone for Windows 95. CPU ID. Vintage Edition. Yes, this is what I want. Okay, CPU-Z Vintage Edition. So let me download that. Maybe. It's not seeming to be liking that. I found a 98 version, but I need a 95 version. Oops. Of course, it's not finding it. Let me see if I can. I'll just do a search. CPU-Z Vintage. Okay. There we go. Maybe. I'm gonna have to go to the Internet Archive to download it. CPU ID website is. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oldversion.com to the rescue. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, this one says it works on 95, so gotta see if it can download. There it goes. All right. So downloading that, I will also put that on the compact flash, and then we should be able to see what the what kind of processor I have on there. All right. So thanks for your patience, guys, as I get all this stuff worked out. This is, it's live, so this is what I would be doing if I was doing it on a just on a normal video. So why not? Okay. So that should work. So now let me just copy that folder over there to the compact flash drive as well. We should be all good. It looks like it just finished too. All right, so we're going to copy this, maybe. Paste. There we go. There, you guys can see it now. CPU-Z. Look at that. Modified date 2004. That should work. All right, cool. Tech stuff. Yay. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yes, if it's zipped, you'll need an unzip tool. So, yep. Thank you for reminding me. I actually did remember that time. But, yeah, I've got it. So now I went ahead and just unzipped it here. So you can see it's already good to go. Right there. I've even got the little README. Look at that. README tool. Cool. All right. So this is supposed to work on Windows 95. So hopefully it does. So yeah, all right, let me close out of that, and we're back. Okay, let me kill that thing here. I'm just going to remove this. Boom. Yes, I want to remove File Explorer. All right, cool. README not. So I think we got it. And no, it's not. Yeah, zip was not built into Windows 95. And now I'm going to do that very, very safe thing to do. And that is I have to eject the media. It's always good to eject these older forms of removable media just in case you get any bad files. So just trust me, I'm hitting eject right now. It's now safe to remove. There we go. It's usually not a problem, but just in case something was being done on the drive, it does stop all read-write operations. So now I have... Oh, you know what I need to do? I'm going to copy games onto this too. I forgot to do that. Let me copy some games. Somebody said we need to run Doom. I want to run Doom on this thing. Hold on. We got to copy games. Like, this is no fun without games. So let me copy a couple more things on here. I forgot I could have done this earlier. I thought I had to format it on the computer. That's just for super old computers like my Tandy over here next to me. It has to format the files itself, and I forgot that wasn't a thing on newer computers. All right, so hold on just a second. The good news is I got plenty of space. Let's find some games. Gotta have games. All right, DOS games folder. Where is it? I'm looking. I need to organize my files. Anybody else have problems organizing their files? It's like It's a problem. I've got a problem with file organization. All right, I think I put it over here. There it is. DOS games and programs. Perfect. Okay, so everything should be there that I need. It's like the down. Okay, good. So I think I even put a zip on there or something. Okay. I think everything's on there that I need. So that being said, I'm going to copy the DOS games and programs over there to the compact flash. And it's running right now. So cool. All right. What are you guys saying in the chat over here? Yes, Doom and Castle Wolfenstein. Yes, exactly. All the time. My photos are a particular mess. I have 4 terabytes of unorganized files. See, I'm telling you, it's a problem. I'll be like Jenna. When you look at my hard drive, like, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Anybody see Jenna's TikTok when she did that? All right. I should probably put all these Windows files, once this finishes copying, I'm going to put all the Windows files into a, I'm going to put them all into their own little Windows 95 install folder. So let me just do this. Win 95. Okay, there we whoop. Wait a minute. No, there was already a Win 95. So let me do this. Let's go to, I'm just gonna call the new folder Win 95 install. There we go. Okay. Perfect. That way I have everything kind of neat in here from where it needs to be. Let's see. Other sampler Win95. Also, setup and readme. Okay. So all these things should work once I get it all installed here. There's so much old stuff, data link, and so some of these old folders I'll show you once we get it on the other computer here. There's a sampler. I wonder what's on this sampler. That's exciting. Okay, so we're going to copy all this stuff. Actually, we're going to paste it into install. There we go. Now, I'm going to copy setup. And readme. I'm going to double check and make sure I did that right. Setup readme auto run. I need auto run in there. Okay. I don't think I actually need that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Auto run's only really if it's running from a CD, but we're all good. Okay. Awesome. So that makes it a little bit neater now that it's in its own little pretty folder. So then, okay. And I'm just going to change some of these directories to make them not so silly. Perfect. All right, so we should be good now. Win95 install, setup, exe, setup. Okay, all that stuff is good. I'm going to delete that just in case. Yes. All right, setup, exe, we're all good. I should run the Windows 95 setup like from my DOS or from my main computer here, from my Windows 10 computer. I think that would be fun. All right, here we go. So, safe to remove hardware, and we're good. Let me read some chat. In the UI, I think it would. In DOS, I think it would be Win95 under. Oh, you're right. Yep, it'll be Windows 95 with the little tilde. Yep, that's all right. It's fine. I can type the tilde. All right. They didn't use wrong file names. So Windows 95 did use them, but in DOS it will show. In DOS it'll show as a as the tilde sign there. Yep. I was cleaning up my software development directories the other day and found multiple copies of some projects. Not sure which is the most up to date. That is really, really hard to deal with. Hey, Thorin, how are you? Yeah, there are 5 VMs in the 4 terabytes. Wow. Katie, first time watching a live stream on your channel. Awesome. Welcome. I could never find my files. I always had too many folders. Awesome. Well, let's go get this on the road here and see what we can do. All right. So let me go ahead and switch it over to the other deal. I'm gonna put the music back on here so you can hear the pretty music one more time. I know it starts over every time. And I'll transfer you over to the other, what do you call it? The other phone. So here we go. All right, we should be back now. Back and better than ever, as it says. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to put this compact flash, let me make sure I put it in master. I put this compact flash drive back in the enclosure here. And we should be good to go. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I know this is not maybe the most exciting thing, but it's going to be super cool once we get Windows 95 installed on here and we can see and hear everything really well. Let me turn the exposure back up here just a little bit as we're working. Ah, that works. I think that may have been part of the problem why it was dark earlier, because I had the exposure down to make the screen look better. All right, so this thing just kind of goes in here. Let's see, like so. Insert this side. Yes, okay, perfect. This thing kind of just, it is like an RF shield basically, or even a magnetic shield. This is where you have to really be careful putting your laptop through. You'd have to really be careful putting your laptop through a metal detector in an airport. Back in the day, that was a problem. Okay, so you got to make sure I got this little thing on the top, and then this little bracket goes around it, and we should be good. All right, so that all goes together like that. Again, kind of janky, but it works. All right, let me make sure I got this in here correctly. Seems like it's a little bit off. Oh, nope, I got it. Okay, so just have to line up the screw holes here. Put that little thing on the top here, little plastic piece. It just slides right in there. At least it did the last several times. Now it's wanting to be difficult. Let's try it the other way. Oh, I see. Hold on. This thing needs to go underneath here, I believe. There we go. Now we got it. It's so many little pieces. They all have to be just in the exact right place or they don't work. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be taking that out very much. I am looking forward to playing some Commander Keen and maybe a little Tyrion. Tyrion sounds awesome on this computer, by the way. Tyrion is anybody remember Tyrion? It's a great game. All right, so let's get some games going, and then I will, on the next time we do this, I'll mess with the CD, or I can mess with it off stream. Maybe it'd probably be more interesting if I did. All right, it's all back together now. That is the jankiest thing in the world. Like, I get it, but wow. It's a hard disk pack, but it's not, I need to put like a little marker there. 16 gig, just kidding. I'm not a monster. I'm not going to deface retro laptops. All right, so I just slide this in here. Not too hard though. For some reason it doesn't feel right this time. Oh, maybe I got it upside down. Bet I did. Okay. I bet there's only one way it goes. How did I just automatically do that last time? It literally goes on either way. Yeah. Yeah, the sound card, the sound chip in this is a Crystal Audio, which actually really good Sound Blaster and AdLib emulation. Who remember Sound Blaster and AdLib? Which means, wait, if this whole thing is upside down, that means I need to turn the whole drive around in the little enclosure here. Let's check that real quick. Sorry, that was a lot easier earlier. I guess I just got lucky the first time. Let me look at. I'm just going to look inside here at the enclosure there. I'll put a light on so you guys can see it a little bit. It's what I'm trying to do is line up the adapter here, and it goes on either way. So let's see here. Let me just see which way it goes on with it out of the case, and then we'll figure it out. It's really hard to see. I must have just got lucky last time. Okay. We're going to get to some games. I promise. luckily everything's unplugged, so I'm not like messing anything up by doing this. Okay, is this that the way it goes in? Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like that's the way it goes in. Okay. Yep, that's it. Okay, perfect. So it needs to go like this then. Now if I can just get it back out of here, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so I need it this way. Oddly enough, with the slave on the bottom, the slave one on the top, this little enclosure right here like this. There we go. And then this like this. Okay, let me pull this back out just a little bit. Giant hand. All right, there we go. That should work now. Then I just did that. Okay, perfect. Now let's put it back together. I lack the ability and knowledge to do this stuff, so it's great to watch someone with confidence giving it a try. Yep. Make sure I get the bits turned up right. Yeah, for sure. Totally fun to see the retro stuff. Awesome. I'm so glad you're seeing it. Stop saying it's not exciting. It's fun watching it. Yay, I love it. Problem solving's half the fun. Cool. I think I muted the PC. Hopefully I did. Hey, Britt. We're fixing stuff, Britt. Maybe. Or maybe we're making it worse. I don't know. One way or the other. We'll figure this out. So this little plastic piece doesn't really... Like, it's kind of direction agnostic at this point. But... the rest of it is particular about how it goes in. The connector obviously is not. It's not a USB-C. That hadn't come out yet. USB-C and lightning connectors that are direction agnostic had not come out yet. So Britt, I said this thing didn't work, and then it did. This computer, I said it didn't work, and just by reseating the hard drive earlier in this little enclosure before the stream, apparently I made it work. It must have just gotten unseated somehow. So fun times. So now I just decided to put compact flash in here. And Britt, you use compact flash all the time. So here's a little hard drive pack. It's not 1.26 gig anymore. It's 16 gig. But now I just decided to put the compact flash card in here. I have this little adapter. This is what it came in. It's already inside there. But compact flash adapter. And that should just go... Ah, now it works. Yay. Okay, good. I got it right that time. Cool. Always fun. Yep. This was hot stuff in its time. Great audio. It really was. And this was a very expensive laptop. If anybody's got Google handy, search for Toshiba Tecra 500 CDT. Let me know how much this was when it launched, because I think it was like a $3,000 machine, I want to say. All right, then this little thing has to go in here. That's just this tiny little plastic piece. Basically just, I'll move my hand out of the way. Basically just helps make sure that it doesn't slide around in there. And this little cover goes back on. I have to pull this little knob back. And we should be able to now load Windows 95 on this thing. Fingers crossed. I don't even need a disk drive, but I'm going to put the floppy back on it just in case, just so I have something. So for that, I need to trade out the CD out of this enclosure here. We tried and tried and tried. One thing, Britt, we were working on is that the CD that's in the computer has been smashed in right here, so it's actually stuck. And I can't get it to come out, and it's just not working. So I think what I'm going to have to eventually do is take the whole computer apart and figure out how to get the SCD unjammed. And for anybody that's just got here, this is the CD, or this is the hard drive that was in the laptop. It's a standard magnetic hard drive. Let me turn the flashlight's a little much there. It's a standard magnetic hard drive, 1.26 gigs. Pretty beefy little guy, actually. Okay, so let me get the, I'm going to put the floppy disk back in the little enclosure there. The cool thing about this system is it's modular. This would actually go in, the floppy disk would actually go in the front too, so you could have either one. Most people probably would have opted for the CD because it would have held more data, but you never know. So either way, it's a pretty cool modular system. All right, so I'm going to plug this in this way, maybe. This connector is a little bit, dare I say, there we go, dare I say janky? All right, it's old tech, guys, it's old tech. Okay, so with this being said, let's see if I can get this thing to go. All right. It's my primary card I use with the Canon 1DX series cameras, but now most high-end cameras use compact flash, CF Express. Yep. So it's going first. I'm watching from my brand new phone that looks better than my old phone. Nice. The radar, it's jammed. Are you going to do Windows 98 one day? I might, you know. I know some people were asking about that. It's a valid question. I mean, Windows 98 is better. But this older system, I think, now we got the CPU ID program on this compact flash card now. So we should be able to see what kind of CPU's in here. I think it's a 75 megahertz, but we'll see. All right, so it should now just boot to Windows 95. It's not installed. It'll just boot to the command prompt like it did a few minutes ago. And then I should be able to use the files now that are already on the disk to install Windows 95. Fingers crossed, friends. Oh yeah, okay. I got to go into the CMOS though, because I've had it unplugged for so long. All right, so everything's good. Yep, everything's good there. You can even turn off the system beep. That's kind of cool. I love messing with the BIOS. I don't know why. It's just kind of fun to get into the settings and things. And this is cool. I showed this earlier. You can actually do a text stretch there, which kind of looks weird. One thing about these old LCDs is the text stretch. The scaling that happens on modern monitors when they change resolutions was not really very good on these machines. So anyway, we're going to exit without saving. We should be able to load right into Windows 95. According to the internet, that looks to be a 120 megahertz Pentium. Oh, interesting. Maybe I had that wrong then. I think it might be 120 megahertz. I literally threw out a couple hundred floppy disks a month ago. Wow, Tina, what did they have on them? Okay, here's the memory test. Now, this one has more memory than more RAM than my other one does. My other one, I have the same, and if you missed it earlier, I have another Tecra 500 CDT. I bought this one to get the little dock back here for it. Anyway, it flashes Windows 95. We're just not going to worry about CD-ROM support because it's not going to work anyway. I'll have to go back. Oh, the BIOS, I think, should have reset. I turned off the little bay down there. All right, so all the files what's really cool about all this is all the files. Yep, there you go. All the files that I put on from my retro computer or from my modern computer are here. So let me see if CPU-Z will work in DOS. Let's see, CPU-Z. Oh, it can't run in DOS mode. Okay, never mind. It's a Windows program. All right, so let's go to Windows. Yeah, see, I got to use the tilde. Windows 95. Where's the tilde on this thing? It's down here. Okay. The tilde is down by the space bar. Windows 95 tilde, or I, tilde 1. Y'all remember that? DOS only had 8 character file names, but Windows had as many, basically, I don't know, up to like 100 or something. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, here we go. I should be able to set up Windows 95 from in here. Let's see. CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Nice. Am I saying that right? All right, here we go. Windows 95 setup. Let's do it. By the way, I have drivers. I have all the things in here that I should need. So, fingers crossed, people. Setup is now going to perform a routine check on your system. I also am going to need a serial number for this guy. Let me put the exposure down just a little. There we go. It's almost impossible to get those little wire lines out of there. Every time I think I got it. Scan disk. Sometimes if you get it at like a really, like that, that's not as bad. If you get it at like an angle like that, sometimes it will allow you to have a little better shot there. Okay. Anywho. Perfect enunciation. Nice. Well, at least it's working. I love how it's scan disking. It's doing scan disk on a compact flash card. And the cool thing is, what a lot of retro enthusiasts do is they take their compact flash card and they'll take it out after they get it set up the way they want. You can back it up on your modern PC, and all you got to do at that point is, if the compact flash card goes bad, literally, look at that Windows 95 setup, yay! All you have to do if the compact flash card goes bad is to just replace it, and they're not that expensive. It's like $20 or something. So that's kind of cool. The color on this is not great, but on the The color's better on the screen than it is on the... There we go. Right. Doing the best I can. Look at that. That looks like Windows 3.1, though. Look at the menus there. That's super old school. It does bring back memories, doesn't it? Now, this should be a lot faster install process, and the reason is because the compact flash media is going to be a lot faster at reading and writing than a hard drive, than a platter magnetic hard drive. I must accept the agreement. All right, let me look up a serial number for Windows. Let's see here. I think that if I'm correct, wasn't there a setup? Wasn't there a serial number? Oh, that's funny. I just heard happily ever after finishing. Wasn't there a serial number that would always work on Windows 95? I can't remember. Now, please, I'm not pirating this. I literally owned like 8 copies of Windows 95 at some point, but you know they're all gone now. So, but we did buy it, so I don't feel too bad. All right. So, that being said, let's go. Do you remember all these install options? Let's go to custom. Oh, here we go. We need certificate of authenticity. Okay. Let me look it up. Okay. Here we go. Let's look it up real quick. Windows, good grief. I bought so much Microsoft stuff. Windows 95, master, serial, key. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. I didn't find the master one, but I found some that probably will work. So let's try a couple of these real quick. Somehow I don't think Microsoft's too worried about the security of this system. Oh, look, that worked. Okay. Yay! Analyzing your computer. Somehow I didn't get to let me go back here. I didn't get to do, oh, okay. I guess they don't let me pick right now. All right. I can have setup. Yeah, let's just have setup. Let's just have setup look and we'll see how it does. Okay. I'm going to tell it there's a CD drive. This is not the original version of Windows 95 setup. This is Windows 95B, so it's a little bit more advanced. I think it has Internet Explorer. I know it doesn't have a network adapter, but it does have the MIDI card on there. All right. So, that works. Voila. Yeah, I don't think Microsoft is going after anybody. Even in later versions, there was a master key. I remember being able to use one install key for multiple XP installs, at least till Service Pack 2 came out. Yeah, before activation. Yeah, this is not connected to any network, so it's not checking up on me. Oh, all ones worked, if I remember right. Isn't that funny? I love these 4x3 monitors. I use a 21-inch version on my MAME arcade system. That's cool. This is actually a good monitor on this thing. I used to have a Blue Index card file box to add all my Windows certificates in. That's awesome, Tina. You are very, very organized. Where you run into issues today is the software phones home. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. That's exactly right. And I understand. People should be paid for the software they write. I'm totally in favor of that. Companies should be paid for the software. That's totally understandable. But, this is almost 30 years old now. So, I think they've made their money on Windows 95. Some of it from our family, I'm sure. We actually bought a few copies of it, but we also bought a computer with it already installed. Okay. I can put the exposure back up, but I think that's too bright, isn't it? What do you guys think? I'm trying to mess with that. Or is that better, that you can see the screen better? Let me know. Updates took hours, yep. Yeah, more than made their margin. They made a big deal about it. They had like Jay Leno come on and help launch that. I don't need Microsoft Fax, I'm pretty sure. Let's go into let's go into this one. We won't take the CD player because we eventually will get that working. Multimedia sounds. See, we don't have to worry about disk space here. Remember when you used to have to actually worry about disk space? Like, oh, don't put that on. It's too much. The space available on disk, 15 gigabytes here. All right, so everything is on here. Good. I'm just going to keep that good here. Microsoft Network, I do not need that. Wait, really? Let me look under accessibility. Okay, accessibility is fine. There may be something on there that I might use. I don't need briefcase really, but I'm going to put it on there just for fun. Why not? Character maps, sure, why not? Desktop management, what is that? Is that like, oh, for system management, I don't need that. System wallpaper, games, of course. We want all the wallpaper. Let me check it. Sometimes if you check and uncheck it, you get more. Because sometimes like part of it's... Okay, mouse pointers, for sure. Online users guide, yes. It's only going to take 137 megabytes still for the install. This is just so funny. Okay, quick view. Yeah, we want quick view. Screensavers, yes, of course. I want all the screensavers. I want OpenGL screensavers. Those are the 3D ones. Wait, can I not? Yeah, there we go. Three-dimensional. You guys remember like the 3D screensavers that they play? Here, oh, system monitor. System resource monitor. Windows 95 Tour, sure, why not? WordPad, yep. So pretty much with everything picked, it's 141 megabytes. That's kind of insane. I switched networks the other day and half my software quit working to my IP address. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Isn't that fun, Tina? Yeah, realizing how old Windows 95 is, it makes me feel old. Minesweeper, yes, we're going to do that. Clippy, we want Clippy. Okay, here we go. I don't know, it's just kind of fun to install this thing. All right, so we got it all. Let's see, we don't need fax. Yeah, all right, here we go. Following network components will be installed. I can do that later. I'm probably not going to put this on a network. I did install a TCP/IP stack on the other computer to get FTP working. Believe it or not, the other computer has an Ethernet card in the PCMCIA thing. Anyway, I know I'm speaking a foreign language for some people, but anyway, the other one has an Ethernet jack in it that you can hook up, and I hooked up FTP to transfer files back and forth for a while, which was kind of fun. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's just get past that. Okay. Oh, interesting. So it found chips and tech Super VGA. That's kind of cool. I'm actually surprised that it found the drivers. I'll probably upgrade to the Toshiba drivers pretty soon, but let's see if it's gonna do it correctly. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that as it is for now. I wonder if it found anything with the sound. Nope, it sure didn't. All right, whatever. I'm going to keep that because we can set all that stuff up later. I have all the drivers in there and we're good. All right, so let's go. Let's see what happens. I want to start up disk. No, I already have one. Thanks, though. Copy Windows 95 files to your computer. Oh, look, it's the drum. Who remembers the drum? I love the drum. It just sits there. Of course, it was bad when it was drumming, and then you're like, what's it doing? Why is it doing that? All right, I'm trying to get the picture good for you guys. Here we go. They're the best it can be on an old laptop. We're required to use the 3D screensavers at work. Very hypnotic. Yeah, every single dentist office, literally. Flying toasters, all that stuff. Next thing, you'll be starting Microsoft Encarta. I wish. I think I actually have it somewhere. I'll have to pull it out. You're going to have to send a fax and regret not installing it. Yeah, right. I saw some doctor's offices that were still using fax not too long ago. If we could find a way to hook up the old phone coupling modem. Yeah, I don't have a phone, though, so that's the only thing about that. Anyway, you remember the drum? Yeah. Also like the flying files. Yep. Get more done. By the way, I know this doesn't look very good. It actually doesn't really look that good on the screen either. So, that's not too bad if I zoom in a little bit. So part of the reason this looks so weird, and when I do videos on these computers, I actually turn on manual focus. It's like there's a shadow mask on these monitors that causes that to pulse like that when it gets too close. Anywho, fun times. I want to hear the children laughing. Wait, when do the children laugh? Is that a thing? It's at 29%. All right, tell your favorite Windows story while we wait for Windows 95 to copy itself from the hard disk to the hard disk. It's copying from the same drive to the same drive. Hopefully that's not a problem. Guys, it has 32-bit networking. That's so cool. Smoother multitasking lets you use many programs at once until the blue screen happens. Have more fun. From its friendly, intuitive interface to its speedy performance, Windows 95 provides you with the most enjoyable computing experience. Faster video revs up the action in the games. MS-DOS-based games run better and more reliably. Actually, that's kind of true. The MS-DOS games, I ended up using, mostly running a lot of those games on my other computer like this from Windows itself, which is kind of cool. High-quality multimedia performance will dazzle you. Bedazzled. Remember the screensaver program by Sierra with the guy stuck on the island? I actually never had that, Blue Polo. That does sound fun, though. Where's the dot matrix printer? Oh my goodness, I'd wake up the whole neighborhood. There's some accessibility information there. That's pretty cool. Oh, startup or shutdown? Oh, you're right, Tina. I think that was an optional program. That might have been even on Microsoft Plus or something. Don't plug in a keyboard. Nope. We should stream Disney music from 1995 in the background while you're doing the stream. I should. So fun. Plug and play, guys. Just plug it in and turn it on. That's how easy it is to install it and use stuff. Except for when it doesn't work. This is showing like old school connectors and stuff there. Look for Design for Windows 95 logo on plug and play devices. Listen, this was revolutionary. Windows 95 was super revolutionary. It was the first step to modern computing. It really was. Because 3.1 was just running like, was just kind of like DOS, and it was kind of cute to run. It was a GUI to run like Office and things on it. You weren't really going to play games on it or anything like that. And 95 was actually serious. And when DirectX and Direct3D and all that came in, it really became a lot more serious. 98 and everything. Ooh, I did it. It's better. Microsoft wouldn't get Josh for copyright, but Disney would. Oh, 100%. Best part of Plus was the screensavers. I had the Mystery Haunted House one forever. Nice. I also have Hover on here. Does anybody remember Hover? There was a software program you would buy that would change all the names of Windows icons to things like Internet Explorer. Oh, that's cool. Good old family computer days. How far we've come. Yep. It was the first Mac-like GUI. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because Mac had the GUI first. Communicate with anyone. Microsoft Exchange. Actually, I still use Microsoft Outlook, which is a direct descendant of Exchange at work. Use rich text to personalize your email messages with different fonts, colors, and styles. Notice it doesn't say anything about sending pictures to each other. Yep, GUI equals graphical user interface. I love it. The Microsoft Network. Communicate with people worldwide using email, bulletin boards, and the internet. Boy, the internet, I don't know what that is. I don't know if that'll ever catch on or not. I love that I'm streaming a Windows 95 computer on a phone that is several orders of magnitude more powerful. Like I have these two phones are several orders of magnitude powerful than a room full of these laptops. This was so funny. I can't remember how fast the iPhone, I've got the iPhone 13 and the Galaxy S23. I think the Galaxy S23 runs at 2 point something gigahertz. So you're talking about 120 megahertz computer compared to 2 point something gigahertz. I mean, it's like 10 or 12 times more powerful or more. My math is not good right now. Hey, CM, anyone else hearing the piercing pitch of an AOL dial-up right now? Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mist. Yeah, I don't have Mist on here, but that would be fun. Grimace could eat this laptop. He really could. Grimace is doing a great job showing the screen right now, though. Yeah, I don't like 365 either. Guys, should we register the product, though? To register via Monin, just click online registration. I remember we didn't do this because we lived in Vincennes and there was no local number you could call. So that was fun. There was no local number you could call to actually, register. Also, we didn't use Prodigy that much because we had to call Evansville to do it. Hey, Infinity TV, how are you? I'm ready to see that first spam pop up. Not going to happen. Not connected to the internet. SCM, welcome in, though, by the way. Getting started. Okay, we're 92%. Get answers to the questions most asked by Windows 3.1 users. Yes, I'm really concerned about making sure my Windows 3.1 programs work. You should try it and see what happens. So fun. Oh, you're the best, Noel. Back when you had to pay long distance for calls. Yeah. I wish I could try it too. We actually used to have, anybody ever familiar with Magic Jack? We used to have Magic Jack, which was like a little USB dongle that you could hook in to your modern PC. It would go through the internet and it would actually access the phone through basically, voice over IP. Similar to how a cable company sells, I can buy phone through Spectrum. But I don't want to pay Spectrum like $50 for a phone just to dial up to BBSs and stuff. It's just not worth it. You can actually telnet to BBSs, which is cool. I haven't done that yet, but I'll try it. Time to harvest some Tiberium in Command and Conquer. I never played that one much. Hey Annette, how are you? Use Magic Jack. It was cool before cell phones were like unlimited talk and text and all that. It was actually pretty good. I didn't mind it. Didn't mind it at all. Once the computer gets set up here, I believe the screen will be more clear. Preparing to restart the computer. Hope it works. All right, here we go. By the way, I'm going to zoom out here. I love this little, and if you haven't seen the computer a little better, I love this little eraser ball mouse. It's so dirty, but also I need to clean it, but also it's so cute. And these are the mouse buttons. There's no touchpad. I could plug in a PS2 mouse, but, what would the fun in that be? So there you go. And actually, I think it says designed for Microsoft Windows 95. Yep, it does. Hard to see, but that's what it says. All right. Ready? Let's do it. Starting Windows 95. You can do it, buddy. Oh, I should probably take that auto exec bat off of it. Okay. I need to take off I need to take all that stuff out of the auto exec bat so it doesn't do that anymore. Oopsie. I'm not sure I could afford Riven when it came out. That college time period was a little blurry. S23 Ultra processor, almost. Call waiting always knocked off my modem. Okay, here we go. Yes, it's seeing it. Unfortunately, it's seeing that there's an issue with the CD drive, but I'll figure that out. She used to pop those eraser heads off all the time. She didn't understand you could have a light touch. I remember I had this program called Kidsoft that let you play demos of games, and you can unlock the games to play them forever. And I tried coming up with different letter and number combinations. Yeah, that's funny. Like to get the serial numbers in there. At work, we had dummy terminals. Yep, I remember when Microtel was the first hotel with voice over IP. I remember the call waiting thing. That was cool. You could actually use call wave so that your computer wouldn't get knocked off. So you see how there's a problem with the LCD right here. You can see the lights shining through. I don't know if that's whatever that part of it is, but either way, it seems to be working. I just need to remember to change that. I should have deleted the auto exec bat. I don't need it. Well, I just need to take all the stuff out of it and out of the config sys so it doesn't try and load the Windows boot disk every time. All right, well, here we go. Look, it's doing things. Doing stuff. I wonder if I back up and zoom and do more of a zoom and see if that works better on the other. Ooh. That's better. Right? Okay. I think it found the floppy drive. Hold on. I'm going to walk in front of you for a second. Okay. There we go. That's more clear. Let me go out just a little bit. Nice. TIE Fighter, Wing Commander. I remember every time you booted up your computer, you get that loud screeching dial-up sound. Yep. These old PCs taught you patience. Now my kids teach it to me. Nice. I still have the original LucasArts Star Wars games. Ooh, cool. That'd be fun. I love that. We played one called Rebel Assault or something one time too. That was really fun on CD. Okay, so I'm not really going to worry about the here. I don't need Pacific time though. I need Eastern time. Wait, it's down here. Sorry, Eastern time. I always loved that Indiana had its own little time zone too. But either way, Indiana, by the way, used to have multiple time zones, and it's this tiny state. Okay, or maybe they still do. I don't know. You must install a printer. I don't have a printer. Windows. Pull up Napster. Rebel Assault 2 was good. Yeah. Okay, I don't have a printer. Cancel. Thank you. It was like going to force me to set up a printer. All right. Well, that's at least a better view of the screen. Hold on. There we go. Oh, it seems to... No, it didn't. Okay. CD's not going to work. Yep, I canceled it. Does the screen look better when I have it like that? I have it on the 3x zoom lens. I feel like that lens seems to like the computer screen better. Well, that definitely didn't work right. I'm not using all the screen right now, but that's okay. I'll allow it. Looks good, okay. Cool. Welcome to Windows. Let's get some drivers installed. Okay. So, let's see if I can go to my computer. I love that there's still Microsoft Network in there, even though I told it not to do that. All right, so under Windows 95 install, I actually did, and I'll fix this here in a minute, I actually did put drivers on here. So I got all kinds of drivers in here. There we go. Right down here. All right, so I need to find, I think it's CSWin 95. Let me see what that is. That's not what I was looking for. Maybe it's CT Win. Maybe it's this one. Display driver. There we go. Okay, let's do the display driver. Unzip to C/video. There we go. So this is the fun part of setting up Windows, getting all the drivers to work. Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Select the setting page. Select the display applet. Setting page, change display, change adapter type, have disk. Oh, that's how you install it? Interesting. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Look at all these cascaded windows on this thing. All right, let me see if I can, I'm gonna get out of this. See, they didn't have the navigation like they do on Windows 98 now. So everything opens up a new window. I'm gonna keep that open for a second. And let's go back and let's look at video. I thought there was like an actual install program. Oh no, I've never done this one before. That's right. Okay, so let's go to no, that's just an icon. Okay, maybe it's just that the resolution's not set right. Let's try that. Nope, I don't have the right. Okay, so we're gonna go to display, advanced, standard graphics adapter. We're gonna go to have disk. Look at this. This is the advanced stuff right here. See, I remember how to do this. It's not it. Enjoy some floppy disk noises though for a minute. All right, I love floppy disk noises. Chips95.inf. That's the thing right there. This is the joy of getting an old Windows computer to work. It's tinkering. It doesn't just work by itself. That would be too easy. Oh no. You have to select the right INF file. So this is chips95.inf that you have to do here. See, that's part of the fun. All right, so let's see if that works. All right, and I think these are both the same. So we're just going to pick the top one. They look exactly the same. Okay. There we go. Apply. Yeah, okay, what about the monitor? Should be plug and play monitor. Okay, perfect. I don't think okay. Whoa, there we go. Look at that. Now, I'm just going to pull this up a little bit. Let's try 800 by 600 first and see if it'll full the screen. Oh, wait, I don't want to restart my computer. Time out, people. All right, time out, sir. Let's go to high color, 16-bit color. Oh, okay, fine. Yay, I have to restart my computer before everything works. You forgot how easy the new Windows versions have made things, right? No, yeah, exactly, Britt. And honestly, I've been messing with these computers enough that I remember now how this works. It's a lot of fun. INF equals information. Yes, this brings back so many memories, Joshua says. Those used to drive me nuts, all the Windows. Yeah, Windows 10 and 11 are really good with drivers, honestly, and that's due to the programmers. They did a great job with that. Here's my list of 4 games. Oh, those are some great games, David. Okay, so they did a great job making the driver setup much easier. Yes, for sure. What church did I score it from? Oh, I bought it from eBay, Gene. This is fun because you can play old games on the real hardware. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 256 colors. I think it was in 16 colors a second ago. Okay, now I just have to fix the resolution. So I'm going to have to... Here's the fun part here, guys. I'm going to have to restart it twice. Once to get the color right and once to get the resolution right. Because apparently Windows 95 couldn't change... Oh, look, it added a new little monitor setting here. Okay. Apparently Windows 98 or 95 could not change... Oh, no, wait, it'll do it. Okay. I had to restart it to have the new driver. Good. I was going to say, apparently Windows 95 could not change that without... could not change the resolution without restarting. That's cool. Look, the whole screen is working now. Yay! All right. What happens if I go to 124? 1024. I bet it's too small. Let's just see what happens. No, I don't like that. There we go. All right. Nope. I think 800 by 600 is the way this should work. That's better. Okay, so we have no sound yet. So now I need to install the sound. All right, so let's get rid of this for a second. Next up, this is what I can't wait to do. I love this old sound chip on this thing. So let me go into... wait, I probably already was in there. Okay, stop. That's a modem driver. Let's see, I gotta find the... I think it's CS-Win95. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so all I have to do is... I guess I have to use this to... Oh, this is self-extractor. Okay, I just have to go into DOS apparently to extract this file. How fun is that? All right. Let's go to DOS. Okay. So let's go to Win 95i tilde 1. Cool. CD drivers, CD Toshiba. If I remember all this stuff, I'm golden. Okay, so now I need to do CS-Win9. 9. All these file names are too long, tilde 1. Now I need to do CS-Win. This is like way harder than it should be. CS-Win 95 or 9 tilde 1 slash. Or just the okay. We're gonna say C slash audio. Let's see if it'll just extract it the audio folder. No? Try it again. CS-Win 9 tilde 1, and we're gonna go to C slash audio. Let's see if it'll do it. What just happened? I don't want it to go to just a disk. Maybe it'll only go just to the C drive. Let me go back out of here for a second. Okay, MD audio. There's an audio thing. Okay, cool. So let's go back to Win 90. Let's see. Hold on. See, it's gonna make me work for it here. I'm not gonna get out of this easily. CD Toshiba. Okay, so we're gonna go CS-Win 9 tilde 1 and the drive letter C slash audio. Is it really only gonna let me do it to a disk? What if I just do it to C? CS-Win, I can clean it up later. I don't really want to put in a floppy disk to have to install this, but maybe that's the only way it's gonna work. Alright. Diskette and drive C. Oh, no. I don't want to overwrite all the stuff. I think that's a bad idea. Okay, no. That makes me scared. Okay, let's put in a floppy. How about that? I like that idea much better. All right. Look, I just so happen to have a box of discs right here. There we go. Got a box of floppies. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Lag for some crazy reason? Really? If you don't restart every 3 minutes, you're not working on a computer, on Windows. They did Pirates of the Caribbean expansion. One of the levels basically in the entire Disney ride. What was that for? What was that? Monkey Island. What was that, though? You guys will have to tell me. I must have missed it. I listed all the games earlier. Okay, just a little hiccup. Okay, cool. I'm on Wi-Fi, so that shouldn't be like I'm on my home Wi-Fi. So, all right, check this out, guys. That was scary for a second. I think it went into okay. Those are worse than money. Yeah, I've got literally here. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom back out again to the other. I've actually got one of. Keep kicking my tripod. One of the resort hoppers sent me this Pool Girl 07 sealed floppy disks. I mean, they're the 3.5 inch. They're not the actual, like the floppy disks, but still super cool. All right, so we're gonna have to format this. Let me see if actually there's anything on this disk. Nothing. Okay, let's just make sure we format it. Let's just do a quick format. Wait, format a. I did the wrong slash. There we go. Quick format. Everybody remember that? Sorry. There we go. Okay, so 3.5 inch floppies are worth money? I have no idea. Okay, I'm just going to call it sound. So now I should be able to, no, I don't need to, thank you so much. Okay, so now I have to, so here's the funny thing, these sound drivers, the only way to get the sound drivers to extract, I guess I should have extracted it on my other, no, this wouldn't have worked on the other Windows. This wouldn't have worked on Windows 10, I don't think, because this is a DOS program. Anyway, the only way to get this to extract is to put in a floppy. All right, so, and it was going to overwrite my hard drive, and that made me scared. Because then we'd have to redo Windows again. All right, there we go. Look at that. It's doing stuff. He was asking about the old Monkey Island games. I told him it's coming in an expansion pack. They did a Pirates of the Caribbean expansion with the ride and movie stuff. That's cool. All a quick format did was erase the fat. Yep, exactly. Kind of cool, though, because then you just overwrite everything. All right, so that should do it. Now, I don't know if you guys can even see what I'm doing here, but okay, cool. So I should be able to set that up. Hopefully I can set that up from within Windows. Let me just keep that prompt there just in case. Let's go into the floppy. See, I told you I'd need the floppy. You never know. All right, so let me do setup. Let me run setup from here for the Crystal Audio, the 4232, the Venerable. All right, let's install the drivers. Yes, please. Thank you so kindly. Your system must be restarted, of course. Please remove any floppy disks and ensure the Crystal Audio hardware is properly installed. Well, if it's not, we're in trouble. All right, restart. Go. That's all it took? Really? Screen's a bit blurry. Okay, thank you. Let me fix that here real quick for you guys. I had it on the Super Zoom lens, and I think that was better, but honestly, it's hard for me to be on the other side of the computer, so I'm just gonna do it like this now. All right, and let me turn the exposure back down a little bit. There we go. Oh, I still need to fix that. Need to fix my auto exec and my config sys here. I love how you can't hear anything at all now because the hard drive is the actual compact flash card, so it's completely silent. Sound hardware found, yay! All right. This wizard will complete the installation of sound. Oh, wait. It needs to be in here. There we go. Yes. Okay. I just put it in there. It's okay. This is where Windows 95 is super dumb. It just asked me to put in the disk. I put in the disk, but now it's trying to find the file on the C drive. All right. Like I just told you where that was. They're on the A drive, but now there it is. Right. See, now I had to actually manually select the A drive. This is just stuff they didn't even think of when they were setting this stuff up. So now I'm manually installing this driver. Can you imagine the people that never used a computer before? Come on. Ken's working on the new PC. He is a wizard for sure. But isn't that crazy? Just how difficult they made the driver install. There we go. Yay. All right, you know what? This thing is being really grumpy. I still think it looked better back here. Actually, that's way better. Okay. Anywho. Isn't that funny? The way that works. Okay, so there's all the files for this. I think we got all that in there. Hopefully it installed the mixer correctly. That's what I think this is right here. Wonder what happens if I open that. Oh, that's cool. It's a DOS mixer. Look at that. DOS mixer. I love it. All right. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay. So let's get out of that. And let's just see if our sound works here real quick. I actually just so happen to have some... Let me get out of this for a second. I don't think I need a whole lot of other drivers other than maybe for the sound card. Let's go into DOS games. And I believe I have a MIDI file I can play on here. Where did I put that? Hopefully okay. Maybe I didn't. Should have a MIDI file in here somewhere. Okay, well surely there are MIDI files in the Windows folder. Surely it actually installed that. Let's go into media. Oh, it sure did. Okay, good. Well, right now we need canyon.mid. Who remembers canyon.mid? Here we go. Really? Did I have to... Oh, I have to restart my computer, maybe. Hold on. Let's fix auto-exec battery real quick. Okay. Edit. Let's go ahead, RAM by Windows setup, good, okay. I don't need any of this stuff anymore. Alright, so I'll add the Sound Blaster thing in later, I don't really need that. Okay, so there's auto-exec. Let's add in config.dos. Where's config.sys? Oh, it's like in, let's see, it's probably in the hidden files. I'm gonna go back in and change the config sys here real quick. Okay, sorry, I'm not ignoring the chat. I think I do have to restart though to get the sound to work. Okay, so okay, edit config.sys. There we go. Okay, so let's get all this stuff out of here. Okay, it does have the device. That's all fine. Okay, let's get rid of this though. We don't need any of that stuff. I love the the way that you can see the way the file's written though. It's like CD, no CD, common, all that kind of stuff is cool. I wonder if I can highlight that. Probably not. That's all right. Oh yeah. Can I control A? I don't think I want to delete all of it. Oh, look at that. I can select it. Cool. Come on, get out of there. My mousing skills apparently aren't, leave something to be desired here a little bit. That's not wanting to do it. All right. It'll delete one line at a time, but whatever. We're almost there. I want to leave this thing in here because it's got the driver for the sound card on it. So maybe, if all goes well, if I restart, I should have sound. All right, let's save that. That should, let me get rid of common too, we don't need that. I don't know why you would really need last drive equals Z, but whatever. Okay, get out of that. Wait, no, don't, okay. Save, exit, there we go. Let me go ahead and restart and see if that does it. Before we go though, let's look at control panel. And let's look at the system and see if that audio is in here. Crystal PMP system codec. Why is that not working? Oops. That seems to be working fine. Why is this not working? This device is causing a resource conflict. Let's restart and see if it's still doing it. I don't want to mess with it right now. Probably an IRQ conflict. I think the sound card was on IRQ 5. All right, let me just restart. I don't have to close all that stuff. Okay. While we're restarting, I'll see what you guys are chatting about. Cool. Hi, Amara. Does that say Windows 95? Yeah, it's coming back in style. Always, always. My brother used to say, if you have any problems, first thing to do is give it a quick reboot. Yep. If not, get a hammer. Yeah. Good night, Kristen. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm so slow on chat. Good night, Christopher Black. Now you have to use Memory Manager. I hope not. Ooh, wait. Non-system or disk error. There we go. Hopefully restarting it will bring up the audio. Windows 95 was probably the worst one about... There we go. Okay, there we go. I could probably like put echo off or something on there, but oh well, it's all good. All right, so that seems to have done something. It still doesn't really seem to be happy. What is this? That's the display driver. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see what's going on here. What is this? That's a BIOS flash. I don't want to do that. I'm just looking to see if I'm missing anything. IR port driver, that's a modem. Let's see when. That's CarbWorks, I don't need that. I'm just looking at all the drivers I put in here to see if I missed something. Okay, so maybe we've still got a conflict. Maybe that's the problem. That's hilarious that it starts itself out with a conflict of some kind. Come on. Yep, still a conflict. So we need the codec here. Resources. Fun. Okay, so this should be IRQ 5, that's correct. All that stuff should be correct. What does this do? That might help. Let me try something here really quick. Let's try this. It should be DMA. It won't let me do it. Okay. Input output range. That's used by Windows Sound System. So that's the conflict right there. What if I change to here? Nope. It's still keeping that same thing up there. So that's the problem. All of those keep that same thing. Let's go back up to the top, and we're going to have to find something that works better. Let's just use basic configuration, and let's change this setting. Okay. So what if I do... I don't know if it really matters. What if I just go up from there, like 538 to 541 or something? It's not valid for this device. The next setting has been chosen automatically. Cool. All right, what about this? Okay. What about, let's do 708 to 712 or something like that, and we'll just see if that's better. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this do this before. It's not valid for this device. The next setting has been used. There. It doesn't seem to be conflicting anymore. That's good, I think. We need DMA1 too. This needs to be DMA1. Because that's how sound things work. Okay. Yes, I want to continue. Come on, you can do it. Blue screen. Okay, I think it just... Oh, wait, something's happening. Did I just kill it? Well, now the mouse doesn't work anymore. That's... Try again. Call tech support. Huge lag? Wait, really? There we go. Did I manage to kill the computer and the stream at the same time? It is so weird that it conflicted like that. I wonder what resources the driver's using on the other computer. Oops, I'm sorry. I just totally messed that up. Okay. One more thing. I'm going to check while this is loading. Let's see. Hopefully it actually loads now. I may have to go into safe mode and fix all that. Just changing stuff. It just... I don't know what I just did, but I did. All right. So, sound is working. That's cool. Let's see if I resolve the conflicts. I have no idea what I just did. I was just changing numbers. Everything's happy except for the Windows thing. The Windows thing is not happy. Try changing the driver for this device. Okay. Update driver. Wait. I know where this is. It should be under Windows 95 install. Maybe under Win 95, like right there, maybe? Let's see. All right, maybe it will be under, this is where it's so frustrating. We might not even need that, but let's go under drivers. Okay, I have no idea why that's a problem, but I'll have to mess with that later. It seems to be working, I guess. I don't know. That definitely doesn't seem to be happy. But the good news is I think I have sound, so we should be able to play some games. So let me go back into Windows and let's see if I can actually play, because I just played a startup sound. So let's see if we can do Canyon.mid now. I see sound. Stream confirmed to be running on an old Toshiba. Windows is never happy. Definitely look retro in blurry form. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we did it. Listen to that old MIDI. Speaker's pretty good on that. Listen to that. And my other computer down there, my other Toshiba, has a lot better sound than this because it's a newer, it's like a Yamaha chip, but still, it's working. I don't care about the Windows sound system right now. I'm not going to play Windows games. It's actually pretty loud. And this is actually, MIDI files are actually text files that the computer is performing. Another good one over here. Another good one over here is Passport. Anybody remember Passport? Sound definitely sounds different than my other computer, but that's okay, I guess. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, let me leave. There's so many windows. All right, let's go into the DOS games and let's play a game. We can play it with the keyboard. Let's play Commander Keen because we can. Wait, that's the Tandy version. Don't need that right now. Okay, play a little Commander Keen. Hopefully we have sound. Let's go full screen, even though it really won't. Okay, there we go. Sounds a little like popcorn. Anyone else remember that? Yeah, very Axel F. Yes, it is Midnight Rider for sure. Okay, sounds like Beverly Hills Cop. He finds Small World, we'll all be in trouble for sure. Okay, here we go. Commander Keen. Let's see if this actually has sound on it. Actually, let's go back and configure it real quick and make sure we got it. Sound, AdLib, Sound Blaster. Music, AdLib, Sound Blaster. Okay, all that should be fine. Here we go. Anybody remember this game? Yeah, we got sound. What button am I supposed to push to get in here? I never remember. Remember what keyboard? Okay, here. Let me configure the keyboard. Movement. That's fine. What buttons do we have here? Jump is Control. Pogo is Alt and Fire is Space. Okay, so that should be fine. That's what I wanted it to be. Yeah, listen to that. Sorry, smiley face guy. You weren't hurting anybody. I love how they leave like little slug trails there. This guy actually won't hurt you. And you can go in these little buildings too. You can go down there and all that. I'm not going to do that right now, but... There you go. Tons of fun. Now we got to save it. Save it. Josh. Hey, here's one more thing I really got to do. We might do the joystick. What time is it? It's 10:30. I don't know. We'll see. I know a lot of people probably have to go to bed and stuff. Ooh, that's fun. Screen corruption. All right, so at least we got the sound working. Let me do one more thing here. Let's try Tyrion. This one's just Tyrion's just about perfect for this system. Let's see if we can do this here real quick. Weird. I had it working. I should have just left it alone. It was working fine just a second ago. I should have just left it alone. Alright, it didn't save. Let's try it again. Okay, ooh. Tyrion had the best sound. That's fine. You're fine. Alright, here we go. Ready? Wait, what? Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, okay, so it is having trouble with that Windows sound system thing. Let me go into the setup and I'll just play some of the music for you. Ah, okay. Interesting. Do you have your phone on a tripod? It's on a tripod. Hey Jay, how are you? If you watch the original Jurassic Park movie, live video set a slider inching across the bottom of the Windows Media Player, clearly recording just like the player here. That's hilarious. Awesome. Okay, so let me try one more time and see if we can get Tyrion working. I think what's happened is it's just started. Okay. Yeah, I think what's happened is it just messed up the Windows. That Windows sound system is just not happy. I think I can actually do... It's really having trouble with the sound card in here. That's okay. We'll play something else. Let me try... I'll try one more thing. Let's restart in MS-DOS mode and try it there. So I think the Windows drivers are just messed up, and I love this game. So we sort of fixed the laptop. It was kind of already fixed to begin with. Alright. So now we're in DOS. This is real DOS mode. We're going to go into audio. Wait. Oh, it was on the... I'm sorry. It's on the floppy disk. Let's see, make sure the driver's in here. Yep, all good. Okay, so that's all good. So now, all I need to do is go into the games folder. Let's see, should be under DOS games. I need to like make these shorter file names so I don't have to do the tilde here. All right, Tyrion. Seems to be working. Let me try one more thing. Let's load the mixer. CS32 mix. This is also old school. It's just hilarious. Yeah, I might have to reboot, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. The master's fine. What if I pull up the synth a little bit? All right. So now let's go back. Let's just try Tyrion and see what happens. Seems to have found it. I thought maybe I had to do like a set blaster command or something. It's just really soft. Oh, it's working. It's just really soft. All right, let me get out of here. Let's go back to that mixer and turn it all the way up. Look at that. CS32 mix. I love the DOS mixer. Isn't that hilarious? Okay. Now we're back up to 100 people watching after all the lag for some reason on Wi-Fi. All right, let's take the master up. There we go. And let's take the synth up all the way. There. Now, let's try that. No, sleep till Sound Blaster. I know, we're not quitting. It's really soft, but it's working. Windows 95 is my first Windows. That's awesome. Okay, let's try something real quick. Easy. Let's go to options. Oh, here's the problem. Yeah! Oh, Tyrion's own sound program did, yeah, maybe. Either way, I think we got it now. That sounds great. Here we go. I love this. Ready? I think I'm supposed to, like, you know, I can go full screen on this too. Actually, I need to do that here in a second. I think I need to, like, get all the shields and stuff. I forgot to do that, but... Well, I'm like getting rocked here. Gotta let my shield regenerate. One more thing here. I feel like the pinion is not quite up to it. Let's go to high. There we go. Computer definitely wasn't up to Pentium standards there. Okay, one more thing. Okay, let's try something really quick. I have a way, if I remember correctly, to get full screen on this thing. Where is it? Should be under the drivers, maybe. Actually, I wonder if I had the wrong sound drivers on this thing. That's interesting. Okay. I think I maybe used the wrong sound drivers, which is why it was being weird. Okay, there's one more. I thought I had I must have forgot to put it on there. There was a program that I could use to make it full screen. But somehow, maybe it's under my, hold on. I think it's under my Windows 95 install, under the driver thing. There's a program to make this full screen. Okay. Did I put it in there? I sure didn't. I do have a way to here. There we go. I do have a way to get in the BIOS now, which is fun. I can stretch text mode. So we're going to end, save changes, and exit. Yes. Cool. I still don't think that's, yeah, see, that does weird stuff. But anyway, there was a program called VEXP that I had on here, but apparently I didn't put it on the, right thing here. I could burn it to I could write it to a floppy, but I'm not going to. All right. So let's do one more really fun one here. Let's try 3D pinball. Okay. I think Sound Blaster Pro will actually work on this, but it's going to be IRQ5, DMA1, port 220, exit save, and let's see if it'll work now. Anybody remember 3D pinball? Yeah! I've given her all I got, Captain. You guys like that? This is a great game. I wish I could get it full screen for you, but oh well, it's all good. And this actually has a Sound Blaster Pro compatible, by the way. Let's do this. You guys remember? So good. Ooh, that's a little weird, but... What'd he say? Yeah. Well, that was quick. Seriously? Apparently I'm a little out of practice. There we go. So good, such good sound. We can't mod that. Sorry, I don't think it actually says what we think it says. Oops. Last one, here we go. Oh, my IQ is now 123, according to the computer at least. Got it. I was trying to get all the ramps. You're supposed to get all the ramps to get all the points. So this is just a super fun computer to play games on. The sound on this one's actually better than on the other one. Anyway. Not bad. I think it's saying bang, yeah, for sure. You get the plus key, it will increase the screen size. I don't think it will on this computer. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Probably just only certain computers. That's not bad. 14 million. Castle? Oh, do you remember Castle? It's on here. This is why I have these older computers, because you can play the games on it so much better than you can on a modern computer. These fun old games. Now, this is why you can't run this game in Windows. This will crash Windows. It's really cool music. It's like mod tracker music. Okay, so let's go. I don't really like it. I don't really like the text all spread out like that. It's not fun. All right, I had the full pinball game. I actually have a silver ball disc in here somewhere, but Castle was like super fun, old school DOS. Now this is going to be way too fast, and I won't even be able to do it. But at least it'll be full screen because it's text mode. Unrecoverable error. Get new copy. Oh no. Alright, well I guess that's not... Okay. Probably just like way too fast. So yeah. That one will work on my old Tandy. I'll tell you what works on this one though. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, we're going to go VGA. We're going to go to AdLib. Yes. Yeah, back then you could share games with people for free. Yeah, for sure. You guys remember this one? I see OMG. So fast, too. That's the only problem with this game on this system. And that's like a experimental car. The cool thing is I have the game, but I have actually the original disc for the game, but it's cracked now, so just type in any number and it's right. Copy protection. Yeah. So fast it's almost impossible to control. It's so fast. And the police are after me because, you know, why wouldn't they be? I'm going like 8,000 miles an hour right now. Oh, there's a police car like right. I'm just going to go over the top of this. How do I get a ticket on top of the mountain? I don't want to go to the road. There's police on the road. Look at that. It's too fast. Oh! You used to have that car in Forza? Yeah. This was like top notch. Sorry, I keep dying. It's like top notch graphics for this old style. Like I literally wasn't anywhere near him, but that's fine. Can I please get around this truck? Thanks. But not that tree. So this was made for a computer like a 386. So this, you'd have to use a program called MoSlow or something to actually slow down the computer. Because right now it's just not playable. It's just too fast. This computer, or this game's engine was tied to the CPU clock speed. And so anyway, so yeah. It's like just too fast. Let's see if I can get to the end though. Where's the road? Thanks. Whatever. It returned me to the road, but like I couldn't see it. Alright, let's go this way. Maybe not. Yikes. Hi, police car. How are you? There's a cow, I think. Let's go this way. Yeah! It makes no to never ride with Inmara. Looks like my driving. Just don't go 88 miles an hour. Yeah. I love this sound card. It really sounds great. It works better in DOS. Apparently Windows isn't happy with it, but that's fine. I'll fix that another time. Let's see what other games I have on here. So that's fun. I do have Duke 3D. Let's see. Oh, Doom. I promised I'd run Doom. Oh my goodness. Is there a setup for Doom? Hold on. All right. Choose music, Sound Blaster, Sound Blaster. I forgot. I promised I'd run Doom. So the answer to the question, will it run Doom? Yes. Yes, it will. I apologize for anybody who is not like violence. So we're gonna do it. We gotta play Doom. Yeah. Hey, Sarah. I think it's required to run Doom on a computer like this. Like, I think you get arrested if you don't. I'm pretty sure. How is there no sky? I must have a messed up version of the game. Wait. There we go. I was like, which button shoots? Should probably know that before I open this door. Wait. Wait, how do I get out of here? Oh, this way. This way. No? Where's the rest of the level? Am I forgetting how to do this? I thought you should be able to open this door. I don't know. Yeah, I opened spacebar, it wasn't working. It said, Weird. Okay, I think I got a messed up copy of the game, because it's supposed to open that door. Oh well, whatever. It runs Doom. So funny. Alright. Yeah, that I think was from a DOS box install or something. I've got Space Quest 3 on here. What else do I have? My voice is probably like way too close to the Oh, there's Quake too. Raptor, all kinds of things. They're just all zipped. So that's alright. I really do need to like I really do need to find a way to get my unzip program on there and stuff. All good. Alright, one more thing. So it's about 11 o'clock. I probably should stop this. Here, let's start Space Quest real quick just for fun. Yeah, I was gonna get the joystick working, but that's for another night. So that's gonna take some time. Let's see. Install. I don't need to install. Well, I'll try it anyway. Install. Let's see if I can make sure I got the Sound Blaster working. Yes, of course. Okay. We need EGA, VGA. We need AdLib. We need IBM keyboard. Numlock is off. Okay, cool, thanks. No, we're not going to use a joystick. I guess we can use a mouse. No, I don't want to install on the hard drive. Thank you. Anybody remember this? Oh, I don't have to work tomorrow, no. Oh, good. The sound and voice of games are great. Hey, Trish. Doom, always my favorite. Yeah. I don't know why that door wouldn't open. We made a ton of progress tonight and indeed did fix the laptop live on stream. Thanks, Treegar. We sure did. Worst case, I just don't turn my camera on during the morning meetings. There you go. Listen to that. I mean, technically it was already working, this old laptop, but hey. Really has great sound. Okay, you guys watch the intro. I'm going to copy one more file to this disk so I can get the so I can get full screen on here. Give me just a second. Let's see here. There it is, I found it. Okay. So if you're wondering, yes, I have a floppy. I have a USB floppy for my Windows 10 computer. I'm going to copy these files onto that floppy. Hopefully. And that should give me the ability to do full screen. It's so slow. On Tandy Computers, Roger Wilco will talk here in a second. This old EGA graphics. We fixed, unfixed, and refixed the laptop all in the same stream. Yep. Looks like the laptop from the Everest queue. It really does. And also from, we were in the Asia, the Kali River Rapids thing. Do I have Load Runner? I don't, actually. The voice of the great Tim Curry. The night is young, Sarah says. I love it. So yeah, my Tandy computer over here, on the other side of the room, there's actually speech on it. I never could figure out this game, just gonna be honest with you. I need to look up like a walkthrough or something to try and figure it out again. They give you very little to go on. Anyway, alright. Yeah, we used to think games couldn't get any better than this. Alright. One more thing. We're going to get full screen on this here. Doggone it. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna rename this directory. I don't know if that's how to do that or not. I can't remember how to rename a directory. Is it REN? REN DOS game. Tell the one to just, let's just call it DOS game. Did that work? Yeah. Okay. All right. So copy a /vexp.com to here. Okay. VEXP. Cool. VEXP M2. That's better. Okay, VEXP. Good. So that should be what I want here. Graphics expansion on, font stretch on. Okay. Let's go back into Tyrion and see if it will stretch the screen now. Yes, I did it. Full screen. Yay. Good night, Noel. I was lost at solitaire. Good night, Robert. I will watch the Kali River ride again. Yes, that lady did get water to the face. She sure did. Full screen, guys. I did it.
Good luck.
Good luck. I don't know why the sound is set wrong. It must be set wrong in the settings. That's fine. Alright, here we go. So apparently I need to like upgrade my ship. That's fine. front gun. Let's go, like... Is it multi-cannon? Not sure what all that means. Yeah, let's do that. But we need a rear one, too. Sonic Wave, of course. Anybody remember this? Shield. I want that one. I want that one. They give you all kinds of money to start the game. Left sidekick. How about this one? Oh, I don't have any more money left. Oh, well, it's fine. Let's do this. Good luck. Yeah, now we're cooking. Check that out. I can shoot from the side now. This makes so much difference. So much of a big difference being in full screen. Yeah, okay. It didn't matter because I just, like, died, but you get the point. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it was totally worth going back and watching that for sure. The wave came over the boat, and then when the lady got the 3 water blasts right in the road, yeah, literally, that lady got hit so many times. Definitely go back and watch that. All right, one more thing. Let's do Duke 3D. Sorry, it's also violent. I mean, it's computer games. Everything's violent for some reason. Okay, sound effects card. I don't... not all 32 for sure. Probably just Sound Blaster. We're going to be interrupt. IRQ is 5. DMA. Okay, all the DMAs are fine. Cool. Use these settings and continue. Yes. Sure. Okay. Music card. Now we can do Sound Blaster. Yep, okay. Screen setup. Let's just do normal mode. Save and launch. Here we go. Duke Nukem 3D. Sorry, it's violent. Very nicely done. Thank you so much. Goofy Magic. Appreciate it. Listen to that. The sound effects are way too loud on this computer. I think it's just the wave. I need to pull it down on the mixer. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Hold on. Please hold. I gotta copy that. Let's see here. Oh. You know what? I have the wrong disc in here. Okay. I'm always tinkering. CS32 mix. Yeah, we gotta play a little Duke Nukem. I mean, the graphics are so bad, it's not that bad to see anyway. It's not like Call of Duty or anything. I don't really play a lot of that kind of games anyway. A lot of this kind of games anyway. Okay, we're gonna bring the wave down just a little bit. There we go. That should be better. Okay. All right. So let's go. Only $39.95 and we get the full thing. Yep. Space Mountain music playing. I've yet to make it through Duke Nukem. Yeah, it's a hard game. Still pretty loud, but that's alright. Wonder if I can set it here. I'm going to turn off the Duke talk because there's some bad language in there. Piece of cake. So as you can see, this works really well on here. How do you jump? I thought it was spacebar. Oh, Z. No? There, A. Anybody else remember this? There's something over here, I think. You gotta go back this way. Oops. Oh well, you get the point. There's a movie theater in here and all kinds of stuff. These guys are gonna come after me like crazy in a second here. Where are they at? Oh, right there. Hi. Sorry. I just apologize to the aliens. It's fine. I'm fine. I think you can go in this thing. Yeah. Now we're in the movie theater. I'm gonna die here in a second anyway. It's fine. It's fine. That guy's flying. How's that okay? Hi. How are you? Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Yay, Duke Nukem. I guess just by nature, if I play games on this, probably not going to be as family friendly as my other channel, as Jen and I's other channel. I don't even know where I'm going right now. I don't remember this at all. I think I found something really important. Okay, and I just died. Alright, fine. Only $39.95. You too can have your own copy of Duke Nukem 3D. Alright. That's cool. Retro TV 1 Tech After Dark. Unfortunately, I have to go. I gotta go do the work thing. Oh, sorry, Mark. This is why I was played in God mode. Oh, yeah, I think you can do that. That's right. Still waiting for Duke Nukem Forever to come out. Epic has been promising that since Duke 3D came out. Yeah. Josh is the most polite assassin I've seen. The graphics aren't that great. It's fine. Yeah, that's true. No, they're not that great. It's okay. It's after prime time. Yep. Anyway, so much fun. Here, we got to do one more pinball game. I'm having fun. Like, I worked really hard on this. I should be able to play some games, right? Now we're pinball in full screen. Is it too bright? That's better. I can only play one table because it's the shareware version, even though I own the real version somewhere. Ooh, it saved my high score. Alright, here we go. One more pinball game. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun, Sarah. Yeah, it's Resort TV and Tech After Dark. Thanks, Goofy Magic. Said no stress. It's been a blast. Oh, like right in the hole there. Man, right in the hole again. Bad luck. It really looks nice, actually, on this screen. Oops, that was a weak hit. Ah! I'm not going to do as well as the first time, it looks like. It's alright. My friend used to have a real pinball machine. Watch, I get copyright claim for this music. It's just fun playing those old pinball games. Why not? Let's just do everything like a bunch of times over and over again. That's the point, right? Get a high score. I'll keep hitting the same thing. We go a little bit further down here. Keep hitting the same thing. There we go. Alright, that's the end of that. Cool. Oh, I can still go. Give the android life. I don't remember. I think you have to hit the ramps a certain amount of time to make that happen. His IQ's now 165. It's way smarter than me, for sure. Just a little like 80s noise. The chick-chicka. Ah, oh well. Game over. 13 million, not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, and every time I try running this, like I said, on Windows, this little ending screen thing completely destroys Windows, and just like Windows has no idea what to do with this part. Hey JL, no worries. Hope you're feeling better. One thing I'll never be accused of being too bright, Scott says. Oh yeah, Willie, aren't these pinball games so fun? No copyright, yep. Graphics look great, they really do. Bought one for my dad, it's called Xenon. Oh, that's cool. Not that far off from the first time, yep. Bought it from Retro Arcade Store, that's really cool. That's fun. I really like those old pinball games. You know, like the real ones. Obviously, those are fun too. One more thing. Let's look at... See, I've got other stuff, but I need the... Oh, I do have Moslow on here. I wonder... I can't get Quake. I don't have the unzip thing. I'd have to get an unzip to get Quake on here. Quake would run fine. Let's do Keen 4 in full screen real quick. So much better in full screen. All right. Look at that. The only thing you'll notice where there's a little bit of problem with the stretching the screen is in the text. It's a little bit messed up, but it's not bad. And honestly, that doesn't take away from my enjoyment of the game. This is one of my all-time favorite games. I actually own this. This is the full registered version of the game. I actually bought it at like Walmart or something years ago. Oh. Oh, I ran out of bullets. That's cool. And I died. I gotta go find some more ammo. Okay, so apparently the scrolling's not too great on this mode. That's alright. I'll just jump over the slug. Lots of slugs. All the slugs. Let's go down here. It's more fun. Anyway. I just turned the switch on. And then and I'm in the fire. And then I went... Oh well. Last time. I love this game. It's so much fun. I have to get some more ammo somewhere. Hello, slugs. You're not going to get me this time. Let's go back up here. Maybe it's easier. I'm totally bypassing all the cool stuff down below. How do they make the level so easy, though? Like, I don't think that's a good thing to bypass all that stuff. What's down here? I love the little pogo stick. This is way easier with the joystick, but I'm getting better. I think this game is one that doesn't work as well with the guy. Oh, hello. That's a secret something. Where am I? What's happening here? Okay. I just found a secret. Look at that. I need some ammo and I found it. That's pretty cool. Fire's bad. Yes, fire is bad. Being on fire is generally... You know, how do I get out of here? That's not what I wanted. Wow. That was way harder to get into than what you might think. Secret stuff. Go that way, Commander Keen. Don't get lost. You can do it, buddy. That was fun. Yeah. I was like in a little underground hole. I guess I was kind of invisible. Okay, I'm gonna kill the slug. Can I run into him now? I think I can, but his little slime stuff is still deadly. Okay. I did that again. Stupid fire. Alright. I'm done. That's fun, though. Okay. Save game. I don't think I actually did anything. It's cool to play it in full screen, though, even if it's a little bit messed up. Just for fun, Let me go, I'm curious. VEXP. Let's see. M0. Let's try VEXPU. Let me do VEXP, yeah, M0, mode 0. I just wonder if that makes the scrolling better on this. Sorry, I'm playing. Oh, so that when the graphics stretch is done, I bet the scrolling is fine now. Watch. Let's see if the scrolling is better. The scrolling I think is a little better on this mode, but it's still not great. Okay. Anyway. There's all kinds of things for these modes that you can mess with. What if I do mode 1 where the font, ooh, that's weird. So what does that do if I go into the game? Makes this fonts really weird. Yeah, I don't think that does anything. Maybe it's just exaggerating it. I don't know. Either way. Okay. It's an older game. Now, if you plug this into like a CRT monitor, then it wouldn't do anything. Alright, I probably need to get to bed. It's 20 after. I need a salt shaker. Alright. Well, appreciate you guys watching as we just enjoy playing around with this awesome old computer. Let me see if I can get Windows to load again. Let's see, what if I just hit exit? Windows is now restarting. Super fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for doing this. It's cool to be able to hang out and talk tech without the hustle and bustle of Disney. Yep, for sure. Go get some rest. You've earned it. Thanks, Alexis. Thanks, Tree Guard. Thanks, everybody. You can see. And you can see that all the things just loaded right back up. So, there you go. One thing I was curious about. See, this is why I can never go to bed. Because I had this sound drivers here. CWD software web. What is all this? Crystal software install. What is that? Oh, here it is. Look at that. So there's some of the drivers for this Crystal sound card. Okay, well, I'll have to play around with that and see which one of these actually is the right driver for my system, but it looks like I think it's this one. It even has wavetable. That's crazy. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff. I'll leave you with the MIDI song, because MIDI's fun. What should we play? Let's see. Let's go back. We need a... I think we have to end with Passport. Good night, everybody. I've got to bed. I know. I've got to go back to bed 4 hours later. Thanks, everybody. Dave says, this sounds bring back lots of memories. Yep. If you're live streaming from the first surface of the sun yesterday to go in late tonight, you deserve a rest and tons of cookies. Thanks, David. Thanks, DMB. Thanks, Willeen. You should be practicing piano. Yeah. Thanks, Tripod. Thanks, Alley Cats. Thanks, Manoa J. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, David. Thanks, Dave D. Thanks, Alexis. Scott, Dan. So much fun. We were talking about, yep, talking tech and everything. All good. I was just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I just love that sound. That old synthesizer sound is so good. Alright, guys. I'm going to switch you over to the other computer here real quick, so I can say goodnight. If you like these kind of streams, we can do more of these for sure. Let me start the stream back up on my other computer here real quick. All right, I'll see you on the other computer in like 4 seconds. All right, I didn't forget to unmute my mic this time. Thanks, everybody. This was tons of fun. I appreciate all you guys so much. I said more retro streams. Yay. Awesome. Well, we will do more. There's so much left to do on that computer. It's not even funny. Like, I've got to get the CD fixed. I've got to get the drivers fixed. But we got it working, and that's the main thing. And so we did a lot on it tonight. And I think we got a lot done, and you know, some of the stuff I did actually worked, so that was cool. This computer has a lot more room in it, plus a fridge. Yeah, exactly. Oh, does this computer have a better mop or break room? The stream has been awesome. Thanks, Roger. Thanks, Jamie, Gaming for Years. Thanks, everybody. So we'll see you guys really soon. Jenna has a stream tomorrow on Resort TV 1, Stitch Day, 626 Day. So that's June 26th tomorrow. So definitely go check that out on Resort TV 1. But that's basically all we have for now. Thanks, Roger. Thanks, David. Let's see who else is on here. Matt. Yep, David, DMB. All right, good. Cool. And thanks, Chris S. We appreciate you as well. I was just making sure I could see everybody on here. So for some reason it's not. There we go. Make sure it shows all the messages. All right. Well, again, thanks for joining. Definitely subscribe if you haven't. Obviously, most of you I'm sure already have, so it's all good. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next stream. Probably my next stream will be Resort TV 1. Probably a Tranquil Tuesday, either at Epcot or we'll see. We'll see where it takes us. But either way, join Jenna on the stream at Magic Kingdom tomorrow, 626 Day at Magic Kingdom. Jenna's going to be hanging out and hopefully finding Stitch somewhere. So we'll see you guys soon. So for now, have a great... Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Pause. See, I've been doing too many streams on Resort TV 1. Here we go. I messed it up. So for now, enjoy that tech and keep it retro.